Why do you like Virgil?
Ooh, I feel like he has a little bit different of an eye for designs.
And girls, I need y'all to just rock with me. Yeah, I used to dream about a Dodge Charger. Suicide doors, sitting on 24s. I was trying to find a job and shit, why bother? Being broken, make you try harder. Sitting in the house watching Coach Carter. Plotting on this fucking Cartier. Hey, plus a nigga trying to go farther.
We're joined with McCoy today for this episode of the podcast.
There you go.
Introduce yourself.
My name's McCoy. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior in high school. And we're in my crib tonight, too.
How do we meet? Rael? I think it was Rael.
Yeah, I guess through Rael, my little cousin.
Yeah, I met Rael on the bus, and he was friends with my little brother, and then me and him just became friends since then.
Yeah.
So now he's essentially my son. I don't know how that happened. He just started calling me dad. I always say this isn't daddy. That'd be a little bit awkward.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That's kind of like really weird.
Yeah. So me and McCoy both have an interest in filming videos. So that's how we connected. We connected like a year ago. He hit me up to go film a video for his truck. My gimbal broke as we were filming the video. So then we went and filmed a video at Walmart. Then we started filming more videos, just messing around. We got a few more planned. We got some good ideas cooking.
We do.
I cannot wait for those to be done.
I can't wait either. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Either one. Just mix them together.
I'll look that way.
That way.
None of you. I don't know, I'm awkward.
What's the first thing you want to touch on? You said talk about high school?
Yeah, okay. So, like, honestly, some words of wisdom. I'm about to get a little deep here for a second.
All right, bet.
In my knee. Well, I was thinking about it earlier. Now I can't think of any. I guess, like, when you're in high school, one thing I wish I did is that I was, like, super embarrassed to go to, like, sporting events and, like, cheer, like, real loud and start cheers and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, like, just go for it. Like, no one really cares.
No one will remember.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, like, I remember, like, Jordan Smith, you know who he is?
Yeah.
And, like, Jordan Kvasnikov and all them. They would, like, do big cheers and stuff like that at, like, volleyball games and, or basketball or whatever. Just a lot of sporting events at this school. And, I mean, honestly, it's, like, those things that make high school more fun. Like
supporting the people that are playing sports or supporting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once you, like, support them and go out, you become better friends with all of them, and then you start hanging out with them, and then more memories with more people.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
That's how I met so many people I'm friends with now at the school.
Yeah.
Before the volleyball games, I knew almost no one. Like, I knew the football team because I was a football manager, and I would film videos for the football team. But then I started going to all the volleyball games, like super fanning and stuff. It literally becomes a family of, like, the people that super fan, and it's crazy to me how supportive it can get. I've always had the idea that, like, volleyball's a cult a little bit. You ever think about that? It's a little bit cultish, but...
A little bit, I guess. With all the chants and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how crazy the fans will get. Like, the other schools when they start winning against us.
I know. And well, we always won.
Then we shut down.
Undefeated.
Exactly.
I know. Dude, I went to state to watch it. I got so upset.
Did we play second?
Yeah, we played second. And I shed some tears when we lost, not gonna lie. But you got it.
That's how you know you care, though.
It really got to me. Because, who did we go against? We went against Valdez. Now, this is probably rude, but there's this one girl on their team, and, I mean, she's, like white blonde hair, you know, like, a really white chick.
Ooh.
And she sucked at serving. She'd always hit it in the net, so I'd go, oh, Blondie's up! And, I mean, I think that was, like, one of the funniest things ever, too.
And then to lose that game.
And then to lose in that game, I was like, oh, all right. But she did suck. Sorry, but she kind of did.
You gotta be honest sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to find the line in between being brutally honest and being a dick.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
We're still learning about that though.
I mean, it takes time.
Exactly.
But,
everything takes time.
I started yelling like legally blonde. Yeah, it was hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
But then there's this one girl and her whole family was there, and they were like rude. Like they didn't know the line, like not cross. Like when we lost, I guess they started throwing food and stuff like that at our players and stuff.
What?
And like the whole like UAA security team came and like
Took him out?
escorted some of the people out. Like they threw a phone at someone. And
That's crazy.
yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. I just saw a bunch of security people. Security had black Tims and black Air Forces, so I knew they weren't messing around.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was like one of the things.
You don't mess with them. If you're wearing black Forces or Tims,
you don't mess with them.
Yeah, don't mess around.
You don't.
Just don't do that.
They're like
If you want to keep your life, you just
let them be.
Steer clear.
Yeah, you know they come up and talk to you, you obey. You
Exactly.
know? Yeah, just like stay involved. Like, did you go to homecoming?
No, because I had COVID.
Oh.
I had COVID during homecoming.
Well, that sucks.
I was tempted to just go, because I knew other people that had COVID that just went. So I thought of it, but I didn't end up going.
Yeah, that probably would have made a lot of people pissed off.
That is true.
I mean, like, I know people who are like, no, I don't want to go to school dances or events or anything like that.
It's like
because it's
you
not
have
worth
nothing
it.
to lose.
I know, and I'm like, well, why not go? If you go and you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah.
But if you
You're
go
not
and you
forced to be there.
start having fun, then keep having fun.
It's just a positive experience.
Yeah. I mean, nothing, like, at the homecoming, they played, we had this one DJ. He was kind of cool. He just, I mean, like, it wasn't, like, through the school, so they allowed, like,
a lot more things.
a lot of more new, a lot more songs.
I heard a lot of stories from homecoming. It would have been really fun to go.
And, I mean, that was, like, a lot of fun. Like, nothing beats having a whole big old room full of people just hyped up to a song.
Yeah. You have some sort of connection. Like, you go to school together. You may not be the closest friends, but, like, you know of them.
Yeah. And, like, once you're there, you know, you're just, like, everyone's, like, together, you know?
Yeah, and then you catch the vibe of, like, what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, like, do that kind of stuff, you know? Break the rules.
Have fun.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen that Ben Levine thing on TikTok? Where it's like, you gotta jump a few fences, get the cops called on you once or twice, but don't get arrested. Like, you gotta live. You can't live your life just playing video games every day.
Oh, yeah. Push the limits. Like,
I live by that.
Yeah.
Push the barrier. Find new limits. Find new things you're interested in.
Yeah. Like what you did when you connected to the speakers.
Oh.
I would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I never got caught, fortunately. So
okay, that's
like
because that was a little bit dumb of me, like the way that I did it. I should have sent someone to go mess with it, but you live and you learn a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Well, the reason why they have it connected to an aux now
is
because
some people do that.
me. So, that was pretty funny. Well, every year at the high school, we've had a new principal.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
So my first year was Mr. Fields and Miss Randall. Miss Randall and I became homies because I was always in trouble my freshman year. And so that was pretty funny. And then my sophomore year, it was Miss Randall and Mr. C. It's because Mr. Fields had left. And then Miss Randall had to go somewhere for issues. And Miss Randall left. So it was Mr. C and Mr. Settlemeyer as the principal.
Oh,
Settlemeyer
like stepped up?
Went up, yeah. And then in my junior year, it was
Cervenak.
No, it was last year. Oh gosh, I got all messed up now. So it was Mr. C and Miss Randall all my sophomore year. And then my junior year, it was Settlemeyer and Mr. C. And then my senior year, now it's Mr. Beck and Mr. C.
But I've become homies with Mr. Beck, but that's because I was always in trouble in middle school. Like, this year, I'm pretty good about, like, pushing the limit of, like, almost getting in trouble, but not getting in trouble. I've been to the office, like, 2 or 3 times, but other than that, yeah. I never got a detention in middle school at all. I got sent to the office a few times. I filmed a fight one time, and the school got really mad at me for that.
I wondered why get mad at the filmer.
I didn't do anything. I wasn't involved in the fight.
I know. It's just like, ooh, here's a fight. Oh,
Everyone does it.
I know.
There was like 3 other people that did it, but they just picked me out of it.
I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
I didn't even post it anywhere. I sent it to like 2 or 3 people.
And then they probably shared it to a bunch of people.
I bet they did that, but
And then they just trace it back.
yeah, I guess.
I remember I got detention in middle school my 7th grade year. I had to clean the lunch tables for a week.
What'd you do?
Well, I got in a fight or whatever with this 8th grader. I remember he was picking on me in gym class, and it was with Mr. Roser, and he kept on like putting his foot out when we were running around.
Are you trying to trip you or something?
Yeah, he kept on trying to trip me. I'm like, bro, cut it out. And he was like, whatever. And I got like really upset at him. And I just, one time he stuck out his leg and I pulled him off the mats. And he just fell like right down on the floor. He got right up and I'm like, oh, I didn't think this far ahead. And he starts beating up on me. And I'm there and I'm trying to beat him back. I lost the fight. You know, this dude is like double my size. Older than me.
You're just getting clapped.
And I'm just, I'm getting screwed over. But I'm the one that picked the fight. So I'm the one that got in trouble. He got in trouble too, for like teasing me or whatever, and then like fighting it.
I never got in trouble for a fight. I got in so many scraps and like a few fights, like big fights, during middle school, but I never got in trouble for them, ever.
That was the only time.
Like everyone knew too, like it was the talk of the school for like a few weeks every time I got in a fight, because I hate being that kid that everyone knows. Like honestly. Because it's just like you have so much pressure on you, like all the time. Like you can't just have a normal like school life. Like when I'm at school, I'm focusing on like learning, but I don't want to make all my time school.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like the Venn diagram. There's 3 different sections.
Yeah.
And it's like a social life, sleep, and good grades.
Yeah.
But you can only have 2 of them.
Exactly.
You know, so you want
to
good
find
grades
a balance
and sleep?
in between them.
Oh, well then you have no social life. Well, if you want good grades and social life, well now you got no sleep.
Exactly.
You want
no sleep.
social
team.
life
That's
and
where we're at
sleep?
now.
There's no grades.
Yeah.
So I kind of just circle around. Right.
Yeah, it depends on my
time
mood,
periods.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, I have a 6-page essay due Tuesday, and I haven't even started reading my book.
Yeah.
But I slept for 9 hours last night.
You're chilling. You're good.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's fine. Life is all balance.
2 more days.
Yeah, we'll be okay. That's 48 hours to work.
48 hours. Well, I'm not even gonna be there Monday.
So you turn in a day late?
I'm hoping. It's due Tuesday. I don't know. I haven't even read the book. A Brave New World. I saw it on the news recently.
I have no interest in reading.
I don't either. So,
And if I'm going to read, it's going to be like a self-development book or like a book about how to grow your money or something like that.
Like something
that you can actually apply.
Yeah. Like, what am I going to read? What am I going to gain from reading? I can't even think of a book.
Exactly.
That's like,
Only series of books I have read is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Only one.
Yeah. I read that and I Survived.
Oh, those ones?
Those ones were pretty, but, I mean, like, every time I had to do a book report in elementary school, I would just pick a new book from that series.
Yeah, you already read it?
And I'm like,
That's
all
what I
right,
do
yeah, I'll
every
do
time.
that.
Actually, I've read, like, the Origami Yoda series, because I like Star Wars.
See, that's the thing. I always get made fun of for not liking Star Wars. I don't like Star Wars. I have no interest in it. But I was born on May 4th.
That's Star Wars Day.
On Star Wars Day. So everyone's like, you're born on Star Wars Day and you don't like Star Wars? And I'm like, I just don't find it interesting, you know?
I can see how you can't find it interesting.
You know? Like I don't like the whole, I guess, like, I don't like the sci-fi thing of it. Like, how it's all fake and on all different planets. But then I like Marvel. And that's, I guess, kind of sci-fi and stuff like that. But I guess it's just...
in a different way.
Yeah. I guess I'm more of like a physical combat kind of thing. More than a laser gun.
Yeah,
sort of thing,
laser
you know?
gun, using your hands to use the force and stuff.
Yeah. But then, like, I guess, like, Doctor Strange with, like, his whole portal thing. Or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
That's only Doctor Strange, though. All the other ones have, like, weapons or suits or stuff that help
I mean, it's
them.
like Ultron.
Yeah.
Because he had a little diamond, like a little Uzi Vert.
A little Uzi Vert. Who's your favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper? Oh, gosh. Well, I got a couple. I mean, I like Kendrick Lamar a lot. I like just, like, the raw and how, like, he just speaks, you know, how he feels about it.
Yeah.
I like Post Malone. I don't know if they can see that in the back.
I think they can. Yeah, you see Posty back there.
The Post Malone. Who else? I mean, I can't really think of, like, go-to rappers, you know? I kind of like the Eminem. Eminem's a good one.
Yeah.
Just a classic.
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady. Maybe because I'm white, but I don't know. That could be a possibility.
You think, what was his name? You think Stephen Hawking was the real Slim Shady? That's why he couldn't stand up?
No.
You don't think so?
Because the real Slim Shady, you know, please stand up.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I mean, I guess maybe he didn't want to.
Maybe he
I don't
couldn't
know.
walk.
Stephen Hawking was also just a weird guy. Or no, weird. I mean, he
Like
was just, like,
unique.
on a different plane of
Yeah, it doesn't
existence,
make
I think.
sense.
Like, didn't he, like, do, like, 4D chess or something like that?
Something like that. And then he made his own, like, what? He made the voice thing where, like, whatever he thinks he says.
He, like, twitches his eye, and then it would speak for him. I don't know. That's weird.
It's crazy.
I've always been big into science and stuff like that.
Science fascinates me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
some of the crazy things that you can do with science. But I'm failing biology.
That's what I am at. Like, I cannot do, like, life science or anything like that. I mean, I can do, like, physics and astronomy and stuff like that.
That's more interesting.
Yeah, but like, cool, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
That's what's in me or whatever. Woo, cool. I guess, like, one thing that, like, I always thought, like, I never understood, like, what is meat? Like, the meat you eat, what part of the body is that? Is that your muscle? Is that the fat? Is that an organ?
Well, I never thought of it that way.
You
That's
know?
kind of crazy.
Like, if I chop off my arm right here, what am I eating? Am I eating the muscle in the skin? If I deep fry it? Or is there, like, something else in animals? I mean, I think it's the muscle.
Yeah.
Because I always saw,
It's
like,
like muscle tissue.
if you're on an island and you want to kill someone to purely eat for a week, and then you'll be survived, but the only way that you can survive is if you eat one person for a week, who are you killing? Everyone's like, oh, I'll kill the fat dude. But then, like, the actual answer is, like, kill the guy who has the most muscle.
Yeah.
Because I'll feed you the longest.
Yeah, it has the most nutrient.
Yeah.
It's the most nutrient dense.
Yeah, so I was like, alright, well, I guess maybe it's muscle.
If you're taking 5 things to an island that you have to live on for the rest of your life, what is it?
For the rest of my life.
Yes. Or you have to escape the island.
To escape the island? A yacht? Helicopter? Okay, so I guess, like, it's an X-Men on, like, the big things, like, obvious, like, if I say a helicopter, that
Yeah.
a pilot, you know, that's probably off the list. I would say probably... No, you should probably reword the question to be like, if you can bring 5 things that fit in a suitcase to the island.
that is true. That is true.
Otherwise, because now I'm thinking like inflatable raft or something like that.
Yeah.
I would say as much paracord as I could.
Unlimited amounts of paracord.
Unlimited amounts, or as much as I can carry in my suitcase. That does not fill it all the way up. Probably like a machete and like saran wrap.
Saran wrap. That's
what 3. I'd say like caulking.
Like a caulking gun?
Yeah, like watertight caulking or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
You're gonna make something?
Oh yeah. and a candle.
Like
A candle.
Oh, that's
I
really
took
smart.
I took Mr. Folkley's survival training.
Oh yeah.
And he says whenever I got into the wilderness, I always bring a candle. It's the easiest thing to catch on fire.
Yeah, because it's meant to burn.
Yeah.
And it's not like a flashlight where you have to like charge it or have batteries.
Yeah.
It'll just burn for hours.
Yeah. And he said once you get a candle started, you could put twigs on it and start a bigger fire. And it just restarts when it melts.
It's like the circle of life.
Yeah. She says it lasts a long time and it's always good. So thank you, Mr. Folkley.
Shout out Mr. Felkley.
He's really good.
I
Unless
love
it's
Folkley.
all the guy history teachers have a special place in my heart. Summer Folkley, Mr. Lopez. He was just a chill guy. You'll probably have him next year.
Probably.
Well, I don't know what to talk about now.
I had a few things, but I don't remember what they were.
Go for it. You didn't write them down?
No.
Unacceptable.
I usually write them down. That's what the notes is on my phone. I have a journal that I write things down, like ideas, different thoughts. Just like everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, how'd you get into like streetwear and shoes and stuff?
Streetwear and shoes. It was 8th grade. I wanted a pair of Gucci slides. Super bad.
Was that from Gucci Mane?
No.
Ye-
It's kind of embarrassing.
Future.
It was.
You made the Gucci flip flops on?
It was Bad Baby. Gucci flip flop.
Oh.
And I thought, I was like a big thing when I was in 8th grade. It was like everyone was like, "Yo, Gucci flip flops."
Yeah.
That's hype. And I'm like, by the end of the year, I'm gonna get myself a pair of Gucci flip flops.
They were what, $250?
They were $210. I remember it. I remember it was super late at night, and I bought myself a pair of Gucci flip flops, and I had saved up a crap ton of money from like shoveling or mowing the lawn and stuff like that.
That's the real way to start your hustles. That's that's the easiest way. Lawn mowing, shoveling.
Yeah.
Just like helping random people out.
Yeah, like I had this lady on the corner. It's honestly a really sad story now looking back. She would pay me $20 a week to mow her lawn every Tuesday. And the reason why she started paying me to mow her lawn, she was really old. Well, really old. She was probably like in her 70s. Oh yeah, I guess that is really old. Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of weird because I live with my grandpa, and he still works. Like, he's currently out on an oil field working.
Yeah.
And he's gonna turn 67 this year.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, I think old as in, like, 90, 80, 90,
Yeah.
But she was probably in her 70s, early 80s. But her husband got cancer.
Oh, she was trying to take care of the husband.
She was trying to take care of the husband, and the husband normally mowed the lawn, but he couldn't anymore. And he was, like, probably in his 80s. And
so it was your job to mow the lawn.
So it was my job to mow the lawn. But, like, I started when I was in 7th grade and 8th grade is when I did it. And I, like, didn't comprehend it. Like, the importance. Like, honestly, I didn't know the guy had cancer until, like, my freshman year when they moved and because he passed away. And I just, like, I never understood that.
Never fully comprehended.
And so, like, looking back, because as soon as I turned 14 and I could start working, like, an actual job, I stopped mowing the lawn for her. And so I didn't, like, really realize it. But the other neighbor decided to, like, I'll just mow the lawn. So they kind of share a lawn.
Yeah.
Until, they didn't have that fence up out there.
Oh, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she would just continue mowing. And so she just did that for them. And I was like, okay, that's kind of whatever. But I didn't understand it. So I worked at Safeway from the summer of when I was 14. And then the summer of when I was 15. And then the summer when I was 16. And then I worked at Walmart since this last March until like 5 days ago. I quit. Manager was treating everyone like crap. So I was like, I'm out.
Did you not even put your 2 weeks in it? You just leave?
I was going to put in my 2 weeks. And then he just, one thing is that I requested like 2 months ago to get like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off.
So you could get it, but
So-
he didn't put it on your schedule.
And then he was like, all right, we'll try our best, you know. And then he came up to me. I was like, hey, we probably can't do it. And I'm like, all right, can I just get off early or come in late or something like that so I can, like, spend time with my family? And he goes, no, you're going to do it my way. And I was like, what? And I was, no. And I'm like, he was just so rude about it. And I was like, he just, I don't know.
He didn't even apologize.
He didn't apologize or anything. And I mean, there's like a long list of things. Like him and my family just have like bad history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it kind of seems like he would always target me when he was like upset or something like that.
Yeah.
He would always come to me, and I always did something wrong. And he'd come, you know, just like there's an issue, it was me. And like another thing at Walmart is that you're not allowed to wear a hoodie. Like if you have a hood, you can't wear it because it can get caught in like a machine or something like that. I mean, it makes sense. It's like an OSHA thing.
Yeah.
But they don't enforce it unless you're using a machine. This guy enforced it on me when I was taking things off shelves and putting them on. And I'm like, where's my hood gonna get stuck? It's like -10 outside.
I'm gonna like yank your hood.
I'm freezing. You know,
Just
let me wear my hoodie.
Exactly.
I'm freezing. And he goes, no, you gotta take it off. And I'm like, right now, like we do a little meeting every day. It's like a 10-minute meeting.
Oh, I've seen those in the store. It's like different spots of the store. It's like the whole team in a circle.
Yeah, and so we got the team in the back, and we're like going on what we're gonna do for the day. And I turn the corner and I show up. He was like, "Yeah, take that off." And I'm like, "Right now, or can I wait till the end of the meeting?" He's like, "No, leave right now and go take it off." So I missed the whole meeting, and then later on he gets upset at me
Could you miss it?
because I didn't know what all we were doing, because I missed the meeting, because he told me to leave before the meeting to take off my hoodie, and I'm like, whatever, man. And then I wrote down, I was like, you know what, I had 3 days off, and then I had to come back into work. And I'm like, I quit in 3 days. This dude's being rude to me, and he's the reason why I'm quitting. Thank you. I turned it in. I haven't worked since. I mean, they still schedule me, but
You're just not showing up.
I just don't show up.
I mean,
So
if you're not enjoying it, then it's not worth doing.
I know. Or even like, you know, Dylan Donovan?
Yeah.
He was supposed to, he put in a 2 weeks, like officially, and he was just going to quit gracefully. And then they fired him 2 days before his last day.
Oh, it's like you can't quit, I fire you type of thing?
Like, something. I don't know why, because it was the day before Black Friday, and they needed workers to come help stock everything.
And they fired him?
And they fired him. And he was like, I was going to work the last 2 days of Black Friday, and I was going to leave, it was this Monday.
So he was gonna work till today?
Yeah, he was going to work till today. And then
They just fired him.
And then they just fired him.
Damn.
I don't know why or anything. They say it's because he called out too often. That's another thing. You're only allowed like 5 points is what it is. 5
Like
points.
call outs?
No, it's 5 points, and you can get half a point for showing up late. You get 1 point if you call out, and you get 3 points if you don't call out but don't show up. And then you can get points if you break any of the rules. And you have to stay under 5 points for 6 months.
So it just refreshes 2 times a year.
So it refreshes 2 times a year, yeah. And I mean, like, life happens, you know?
Exactly.
Like, you can't, like, I mean, like, also for me, like, in high school, we don't know about, like, events until, like, a week before.
Yeah,
or something
exactly.
like that. So I'm like, hey, I need this day off. And they're
The
like,
school
"All right,
doesn't even know.
we're going to have to give you half a point for that. And I'm like, whatever, bro. But I need this day off.
Yeah.
And then, I guess they just stacked up for him, and he got 5 points. I mean, for me, when I quit, I mean, they were going to fire me because they just didn't like me, and they, I had 7 points because I told them that I had to leave for state and that I was not going to be in town. And the guy was like, all
Were
right.
they calling you while you're at state?
And, yeah, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to be here, you know, no matter what, whether you approve my time off or not. And they're like,
You
all
gotta spend
right,
time with the
we're
family,
going to
support
approve
your
the time off. And then they never did. And then I got 7 points because they counted it as 2 no-call, no-shows, which is 3 points each. So I got 6 points, and I already had 1 point from calling out one time. When I had COVID, I called out, and they gave me a point.
It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's in
It was
the past.
really annoying. terrible system they have at Walmart. Would not recommend working at Walmart. Unless all your managers
don't want to work at Walmart.
are
A lot of things
cool.
have to happen in my life to go to Walmart.
Yeah, it's terrible. I guess, like, it depends on the department, too. I mean, like, if you are just, like, consistent and you don't have, like, really anything else.
It was at 30 minutes.
Oh,
They stopped recording at 30 minutes.
that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I wish Canon took off the recording limits. But it's on every single one of their cameras. Like, even on their cinema cameras, it's still, you can only film for 30 minutes. Yeah.
Like, top tier.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I know.
I got a Canon that I would take pictures on. Yeah. Not as fancy as your get-up.
Mine's mainly for video. I don't really take photos that much anymore.
Yeah.
But I do have an interest in taking photos.
Yeah. Well, like, I took this picture. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding.
Rain
I did
meter?
not take that
You got the
picture.
rain meter back on?
I do.
Okay, nice.
I did not take that picture, though. I mean, honestly,
Blender.
one of the best pictures I have taken was on my iPhone. Let's see if I can rewind it back. It was this summer. I'm gonna have to send it to you so you could show them the picture.
Alright.
What the heck? Where is it? Apologies for the delay
We're all good.
and dead air as I am looking for this said picture. Oh, I went past it. I hate that. Oh, here we go.
Are you looking for something? You scroll past it.
Yeah, but then you like recognize. I mean, I don't know why. I think that's a really cool picture.
That's pretty sick.
Probably sucks, according to like critics or whatever. I'll just send it to you right now.
That's actually pretty sick though. Like, I'm being honest. Like, for an iPhone photo, that's really good.
Thank you. All right, I sent it to you on Snap. Just
Alright.
because your Snapchat popped up before your number.
Alright, sounds good.
Georgie's texted me. Oh, she got best play in Call of Duty. Good job,
Let's
Georgie.
go. Shout out Georgie.
Yeah.
pretty cool.
She got 44 kills.
Holy.
She's-
Nuketown?
Yeah, on Nuketown. She's better than me at Call of Duty.
Go get
There,
it.
there's a
Okay.
picture. I sent it to her.
Let's go. Georgie was our filmer for a video. She was actually a good filmer.
She is. She's like very art inclined. Like, I had to do this metal cutout. Here, I'll also send it to
Was
you.
it the thing that you showed me? The like bird one? Or did you have to do a different one?
Frog. It was this frog thing. But she painted the
Oh,
butterfly.
you showed me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me to go into the shop and look at it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pop that one up too.
Alright. It'll be on the screen right here.
Let me send
Sorry
it to
for
you.
your audio listeners. You just don't get to see these visuals right now.
I guess not. It's
Go to the YouTube channel. Remember that.
It's two frogs, one's bigger than the other, next to lily pad flower things
And a butterfly.
with flowers. And in the top right corner of this frame is a monarch butterfly.
You did a very detailed description.
Thank you. And it is on a like a bluish purple kind of background
With
a
wood frame.
dark wood frame with vine engravings. Oh, and there's a picture of my truck. My new red Silverado from 2004.
I'll put a photo of his old truck. We need to do a new shoot with your truck.
I know.
We actually need to get it done this time because I think the gimbal works now.
Okay.
I believe it works.
This new truck, I mean, it's not as cool. I mean,
But it's still a nice
cool.
truck.
It is a nice truck, but it's not like
The old
my
one.
GMC.
Yeah.
My 6-liter V8, aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket fuel, aftermarket air, just all this aftermarket stuff. Sounded like a beast.
It was pretty sick.
Went fast as can be.
But 5 miles to a gallon?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's one of the reasons why we sold it and we got this new one. I mean, this new one is at 14 miles to the gallon.
But that's still 3 times the amount.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Gas prices.
Insane.
I hate the gas prices right now.
And it's crazy to think about, like, where our economy is going.
Here, let me interview you.
Alright, let's go.
Tell me your story.
My story?
Everyone has a story.
Yeah, everyone does have a story. Alright, I was born in Soldotna, Alaska on November 8th, 2006. I was about 4, 5, like the first time I ever filmed a video. And since then, I haven't been able to put down a camera. So, like 4th, 5th grade, I decided, let's just mess around with this. And then just within the past year, it was about the time I bought this camera when I thought, if I really put at this, like, I can do something with it. So, I didn't take that fully seriously because of just, like, where my life was at until around the start of this year when I saw other YouTubers, like, blowing up while putting in, like, minimal effort. So I was like, well, if I put my time and energy into this, then I can do it. And the people around me have always supported the videos. And that's the coolest thing. That is my biggest blessing, is my community around me. The people that actually care and will share my videos on their story or, like, tell people to go watch it. Like, you're one of those people.
Thank you.
I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you. I'm thankful for you since it's Thanksgiving 2
Yeah,
days ago.
I've spent the past few days just, like, looking at my life, looking at the things I'm grateful for. And that's one of the biggest things, is, like, having a community that, like, accepts me.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can't imagine, like, being in, like, we live in a small town already. But, I mean, like, if you did something, like, terribly wrong or something like that, I mean, everyone could just, like, ostracize you.
Exactly.
You know? So
That's why I'm so careful about my moves at even 15.
I know.
It's, like, it's not even, I'm not afraid of getting canceled, but it's just, like, this area, it's a unique area if we put it that way. So if you step out of line,
I know.
It's not.
My grandpa works in the oil, so everyone here, like, works in either oil or... It's either oil or not oil. Like, I guess everything is oil or not oil.
That is true. But especially here, because it's so accessible here.
Yeah. Just because you got all the platforms right in the inlet and all the... I don't know. But
I feel like here you either have... I didn't mean to cut you off, but this is just my thought. You're either on the oil field, working a 9-to-5, or have your own small business.
Yeah.
That's like the 3 areas.
Yeah. Well, oil field doesn't even work at 9 to 5. They work 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can never.
That is crazy to me. A lot of my friends' parents work in the oil field.
Yeah. So, like, I got my grandpa's old truck, since he got a new one. Yeah. And, like, he'll get text messages from other people here in town. There's like, just saw your grandson driving by. Better tell him to slow down or something like that. Yeah. And I'm like, so, I mean, now I'm on, like, my head's on a swivel. I mean, I would go fast in, like, my black truck, but that's because it was a fast truck.
Yeah. Who wants to go slow in a truck that's built to be fast?
I know. But, I mean, now I kind of slowed down because, I mean, his new truck, it's not as fast. It's not as fun to go fast. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I've been dulled down in a way or whatever. Yeah. But that's one way of, like, everyone knows everyone here. My mom, she got a text where it's like, hey, I saw your son hanging out with his friends at Safeway at 2 a.m, just to let you know. Or something like that.
Yeah. Like, you'll do one thing that someone views as wrong, and they completely blow it out of proportion. Like, I rode a 4-wheeler, like, 20 feet without a helmet, and one of my parents' friends saw me riding it, and they thought that I was just, like, riding around everywhere, like, doing wheelies and stuff without a helmet. But in reality, I drove it, like, 20 feet.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, we didn't do anything wrong, as if we were just picking up snacks.
Yeah,
but exactly. They saw us in the parking lot, like, woo, or something like that.
Just mess around with each other.
And they're like, I think your kids are drunk. I saw them drinking out of a bottle. It was like one of the apple cider bottles. You were like, yeah, champagne or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We were just messing around.
We were doing that yesterday. Me and my friends were doing that yesterday. And we bought the apple cider things, and we were, like, popping them in front of my house, just messing around. Yeah. Just being kids, having fun.
And they were like, hey, you better check on your kid or whatever. So I get a text from my mom, like, the next morning. I was like, were you out late at night drinking in public? And I'm like, no, we were at Safeway using fake champagne, popping it everywhere.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh, well, my friend said this or whatever. And I don't know. It was
rumors get spread really fast.
You can never get away with things here.
Exactly.
Never.
Unless it's all people that are working together to not get caught. Yeah. But that just becomes that. There's no fun in that at that point because it's just everyone putting an effort into getting not caught. You have to be careful what you put on even your private Snapchat story or your public story about what you send to someone. It's crazy.
It is. All right, now tell me your story.
Like my in-depth story?
Yeah. I'm not talking about like I was born on this and I grew up here and stuff like that. I mean like what like life-changing event or what do you think impacted you a lot to make you you?
The biggest thing?
Whether it's a traumatic event or like a cool vacation or you met someone important or someone means a lot to you and makes you feel that way. I'm talking like that kind of story.
The biggest impact on my life.
I need some Pringles too.
Alright.
Yeah. You want some? Honey mustard.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Once I'm done talking. So, the biggest like life impacting event that I've had was definitely when I got stuck in my mom when I was born. Because that's the question I get asked the most often is what happened to your arm? It's called Erb's palsy. I got stuck in my mom when I was born. They had to corkscrew me out. I explained this in the podcast a few days ago. But that has been something that's really difficult. And the most impactful person on my life is probably my physical therapist. His name is Don. He introduced me to philosophy and just like exploring your mind, and he showed me where to put a lot of my energy and like how to prioritize your life. And I'm still learning about it. There's no way I'll ever be done growing mentally or I'll ever be perfectly good at everything. Because everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes, everyone will forget things, everyone is always learning. But that is the biggest impact, is that. Because I essentially have like 1.5 arms. Like that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
But like I have a full arm, it doesn't function correctly. And every day I like look at it and I think, it looks unique. It's like it's something that's me. And I don't really get made fun of it for anymore, but in middle school. In elementary school, I get made fun of all the time for like having a broken arm. Now it's only like my friends and they'll make fun of me like as a joke.
Yeah.
And it's like lighthearted.
Yeah.
I feel like the closer you are to someone, the more you make fun of each other.
Oh yeah.
And nothing like actually hurts because you know it's a joke. That's how you know you care about someone or someone cares about you.
Definitely. Like, you know Carson?
Yeah.
He like recently he was like, bro, you gotta like relearn how to spell. I suck at spelling. I can't read and I can't write for the life of me.
I'm very dyslexic. That's something I've learned recently. Like trying to read out loud, like in class, I can't do it.
I don't know. Well, I always have to like have my finger pointing.
Yeah, I have something there, and still then I struggle.
I'm like, but I mean, I could get by.
Yeah.
But writing, I cannot. Like, I spell like how do you spell does? I spell it D-O.
Oh, I messed it up.
D-O-S-E.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, it's D-O-E-S.
And then you look at it and like that doesn't look right, and then you like swap them around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, I'll leave it that way because I think it looks right.
My spelling is so bad to the point where autocorrect can't even fix it. I have to use the speech to text all the time.
I know that happens a lot to me. Like, there's gorgeous. I don't know how to spell gorgeous. Like, you ever see those videos where it's like my boyfriend not replying to me for like 30 minutes and he's just over here?
I get those all the time. I will spell the first 3 letters. It goes into my bar because of how many times I use speech to text, and then I just hit the autocorrect bar at the top. That is the biggest lifesaver for me. That 3-word autocorrect bar at the top.
Or like I got a new laptop. And it has like one of the little touch things at the top.
Oh, like the
bar.
MacBook touch bar.
Yeah, and it's a lifesaver when I'm like writing something on it. And I'm like, oh gosh, how do I spell this? It has a little autocorrect button thing on the top now. And I'm like, where has this been my whole life? Exactly. On a laptop, you know? I don't got that.
Exactly. I've thought about selling my whole PC setup and buying a Mac for a while.
Yeah. I guess, well, like, Mac is kind of limited when it comes to apps.
That is true.
You know, it's like Apple or nothing. But when it's Apple, it's like really nice.
That is true.
Like, you can download any program you want on here, but it's not going to be as smooth and as clean and as well developed as, like, an Apple.
But then, once you step to Apple, you have their prices and mandatory things.
Only Apple.
Yeah, you can't leave Apple once you go in.
I know. Like, it is a pain in the butt to, like... Well, it's not really a pain in the butt. But, I mean, like, I have to go through way more steps to, like, take my photos from here and put them on here and save them to, like, a hard drive or something like that. Then to
Dropbox. I wish you could
AirDrop.
put AirDrop into a computer. That is the biggest thing. Like, being a creator, the only thing I do on my computer is edit my videos.
Yeah.
I don't play games because I don't know. No games are fun at the moment for me. Games have kind of been ruined.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It'll come around.
It'll probably come around.
I went through the same thing where I didn't play games for like a year and a half straight. And then I just kind of like got back into Minecraft. And then now I got the new Call of Duty and I got Forza.
Yeah,
and stuff
the
like
Forza
that.
game is really interesting.
It is.
I've never really played Forza, but this one interests me. I have an interest in cars, and I want to start shooting a lot more. I want to film a lot more cars.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I put the thing on my story the other day. Like, if you're in this area and you need photos or video of your car, hit me up.
Have you talked to Mr. Stefanos?
With his WRX?
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him, but that would be really cool.
Yeah, there's this other dude up in Saldana. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he has a BRZ.
Oh, I think I've seen that around.
And he knows a lot of people. Or Jacob Howard, he has a Ford Focus RS.
Oh, I've seen that one, the black one?
No, it's yellow.
Oh, the yellow one. It has loud turbos.
And the yellow stripes.
Yeah.
And I think he has yellow stripes. Maybe I'm just imagining one with yellow stripes.
I think I know.
I know he has a yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow
And
one.
his brother has another WRX. And I mean, recently they did a race from Kenai down to Seward and back.
Oh, that'd be so
Or
sick.
Kenai down to Homer and back. And it was like the first person back, and his brother won it. And there was like a bunch of cars at O'Reilly's and stuff like that. And that's like a big thing. It was the first ever race here in Kenai. Like street race.
Ooh.
And they're like, yeah, we averaged like 95 miles per hour the whole time. And that's included like driving through like the town and stuff like that. Because they had to go through like checkpoints there or whatever.
Yeah.
And like get a stamp or something like that to get approved.
Have you heard of the Cannonball race?
Oh yeah, I want to go to that so bad.
I want to do that.
I want to go to SEMA next year.
Oh my god,
Definitely
SEMA?
Yeah. I heard a lot of the things are fake though. Like I saw this thing on TikTok where it's like, I'm a mechanic and I'm going to SEMA and I'm going to see how they did these things. And it's this like super lifted up truck. And like, they're just like bolted together. They're not like...
Oh, they don't drive.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I thought like those cars like drove and stuff. I didn't think that they were purely for show.
You watch Seaboys?
And that kind
Seaboys
of ruins it. No, I haven't.
They bought a SEMA truck, and it's like one of the only running ones. It's a F-350 Super Duty. It's like, it's really lifted. I don't know the exact specs on it. It has like big red rims, and it's interesting. Cars are so interesting because like when you think about it, you can never stop modding a car. There's always something else to do.
Always. New
paint, new wheels, different set of tires, new headlights, new tune, new turbo or supercharger, or new forged pistons or forged end block. It's crazy.
Now, what's your favorite type of car? Like genre? Muscle, hyper, sport.
I like JDM a lot, but I think that's just where I'm at right now. Yeah. I think once I grow up, it might be like American muscle. But like tuner cars fascinate me at the moment, and that's why I want a Hawkeye WRX so bad. Like that is my next goal. Buy a Hawkeye WRX. Within the next year and a half, I want to own one.
Yeah.
And I'm really big into like manifestation and the law of attraction, so that is like the biggest thing. I almost bought a BMW E30 a few weeks ago, but I didn't end up buying it because someone bought it from under me like 30 minutes before.
Yeah.
So.
Dang, where do you get all this money from? Broke boy over
I manage a fourplex, and that's what I do for my job. I get paid like $150 a month, and I just save it all. And then the things I buy, like this camera stuff, I save up for months to buy it, and I don't really stop. Like whenever I buy something new, I sell something else.
Yeah.
It's just like a chain of things.
What was your first like big purchase?
My first big purchase was my Canon M50 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I bought it in the summer in between 6th and 7th grade. I paid $450 for it, $500. And then I bought a microphone for it, and I just sold that a year ago. Not even a year ago. The start of this year. I had $500 saved from the fourplex, and I couldn't get my M50 to sell on Facebook Marketplace. So I just took the $500 and I sold the rest of my lenses and stuff that I had. Then I bought this camera. I had this camera and a microphone, and I just used that for months. And then I used that for like 6 months. Then I bought this lens, and then I finally sold the M50. Then from the M50, I bought a drone. I broke that drone, and then I had to buy a new one because I had a video coming up where I needed it. My mom split me, and then I paid her back later. And I just save my money. That's the biggest thing is I save more than I spend. And I always try to be smart with my money and trying to invest in getting and all that stuff.
Yeah. I wish I one of my biggest issues is that I'm not 18. So I mean there's like a lot of like things that you can't do. Like you can't invest or anything like that.
You have to have a custodial account.
Yeah, well that's the thing is like my grandparents are kind of old fashioned on that where it's like, well just wait till you're 18 and do it the way that we did it. Find it out on your own. And like, but you guys can like help me and I can learn earlier. And they're like, no, you learn it the old way.
Yeah.
And I mean that they're kind of like narrow minded on that. But I mean I wish I could like be able to like I had this fake stock thing. I started off with like $10,000, and within a month I invested in like Autodesk, which is like this CAD program you can use for like drawing up like my metal art, or I can do it to do building designs or something like that. I mean, there's a big variety you can do with this program, and I invested like $9,000 into it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go all in. I think this company is gonna do real good, and I mean that thing jumped me up to $1,000 in like 2 weeks.
Exactly.
And I'm like, all right. It kind of screwed me over recently because I put about half my money in, and it just dropped like $3,000. And so now I'm back down to like $9,000, and I started off with 10, so I'm now below where I started.
It'll probably go up again.
Oh yeah, it will definitely go up. Like I looked at the last year, and it went up, and then it dropped down really far, and then it goes way up.
Yeah.
And then like the 5 year, it's just that's what it does. It goes like super high up, and then tanks, and then it goes higher up next time.
I always try to look at things. And like look at your short term, and then look at it versus your long term, and like know the balance in between staying in something and leaving. Yeah. So, I look at all of these camera things and these cars and stuff as an investment. Oh yeah. Because, for when I fully establish, I already have the business license and I'm getting all of it started, and I'm still learning about like how to create my own business. But we have the clothing at the moment that's doing pretty well. And then something I want to add on to that is shooting photos and video for people, because that's how I came up with the name of Seek Positive Media, was that spreading positivity and showing people that there's a lot more to life that you don't really see, and you can introduce that through photo and video, like capturing special moments, because those are the highlights of my life, are the things that are on YouTube, on Instagram, like as a photo. And I'm so glad I picked up a camera at the age of like 4. Yeah. Is because I can still look back at those videos. I still have them. Like I'll play a few on the screen right now, and those are some of my most prized memories. Yeah. And a lot of the times I go to film a video, I don't really remember much besides the highlights that are filmed. Yeah. It's always the best that you remember in the long run. Like, when someone dies, you kind of forget about all the bad memories with them. And the good memories always stick. Yeah. So that's why it's always better, the more good memories, the better. Versus the bad or whatever, Yeah. I wish, I made a bunch of videos on a little camcorder thing, but they're on, cassette tapes. You can convert those. Yeah, well, I mean, it costs, a crap ton of money to convert a bunch. True. So I'm just looking into, I'm trying to find one where I can just do it, because I did a bunch of skits with me and JC and me and Rael and stuff like that,
or I had an iPad. My original YouTube name was the Epic Minecrafter.
You've told me about this
my
before.
original YouTube name. And I watched Stampy Longnose at the time.
Yeah.
And he had this thing called a love garden. And like all fans would like submit things, and you'd pick like the best fan of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
And put it in. And you want pizza?
Sure.
When? Like an hour?
Sure, that'll work.
All right. My grandma was like, "Do you guys want pizza? And what time would you like it?" And then she said, "Hello."
You just weren't looking. It makes sense, yeah.
Well, I mean, I saw it. I just didn't want to get on my phone.
Yeah.
Chit chatting. But like,
You just want to look at those.
I want to look at them, you know. And so the Lovely World is what he was called it. I called mine the. I had like my own love garden, and I forget what I called it. It was something like definitely a rip off of it.
Yeah.
Because I made like a little heart out of lapis lazuli and stuff like that, and that's what he has in the middle of his, but his is out of pink wool or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make it out of lapis because that's my favorite block in the game or whatever. Yeah. Everyone hates it, but I like it.
You just want to be different.
Yeah, and I'm like,
that's always my idea for like my videos and stuff, is like stick out somehow, be different. Because if you're just gonna follow the crowd, then you're not gonna be unique. You're not gonna stick out. You're not gonna be your own person. It's just like what I see in like 9-to-5s in school and stuff is like, it's just like robots of people. Like you're talking about, like it's a mindless job.
At Walmart?
I don't put all my time into school because I see it as it's just gonna prepare me. Like I don't want to go to college, and
I don't either.
It's just like my parents, my dad didn't go to college, but my mom did, and probably 95% of the people that we're going to school with will go to college.
Oh yeah.
And they'll probably have a good profession, but they'll probably always, like when they're on their deathbed, they'll probably think, I really wish I would have chased that goal.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to be 95 and on my deathbed and think I should have chased my goal.
Oh yeah.
I want to chase the goal from the start.
Yeah, you gotta stick with it.
That's why I haven't quit, is because pressure creates diamonds. That's what I tell myself almost every day.
Oh yeah.
Like when something is hard, I tell myself pressure creates diamonds.
Yeah.
And I don't let myself quit almost at all. I almost never say I can't. Because your thoughts will become your reality.
I remember seeing this one quote on TikTok. I always think about it like when I want to go do something, but I kind of like can't find the energy to go do it.
Yeah.
I always think it says, a crackhead, you know.
He will find his way to get his crack.
He will always find it. He hustles to it. He'll get his last fixture, and he'll wait, and then he needs to go get his next, but he won't have the money to. So you know what? He'll go out there, he'll find rocks, and he'll polish them up and sell them or whatever, just to get that next fixture of his crack.
Exactly.
So you're gonna let a crackhead out hustle you.
Yeah.
And
I always try to be the hardest worker, and sometimes I'm not there, but as long as I know I went like 110%, that's what counts in my book.
Yeah. Whether if I'm doing less, or if I get less done than you, but I put in all my effort. I mean, for the company it was probably not that good, but for me, I know that I did my best. That's the best I can achieve. So I can't get mad at myself.
And
for
once
that.
you build a team of people that all do that, that's when dreams become true.
Oh yeah. Got a little preachy on that for a second.
Yeah. I remember we talked about that in the summer of like how I talked about how I didn't know like where I was going, and I felt like I was getting burnt out. And you just told me like take a step back and like do things you enjoy for like 2 weeks and then go back to it.
Yeah.
And I did that. And that's what I've been doing recently, is because I spent so much time over the past few months just working. That's all I've been doing. That's all my energy. And I've grown so much mentally and even like on the channel. I've met so many amazing people, and I have so many amazing people with me. And it's so weird having all of that. like, I don't know how to handle it, but it's just so, it's so amazing to see. And I'm just learning every day how to fully value it and fully be grateful. Because as soon as you aren't grateful for things, they get taken away.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like a use it or lose it kind of thing.
And you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Mm-mm. It's like the one song, you only know when you're high, when you're feeling low.
Yeah.
I can't think of the. It's from the Lumineers.
Yeah.
It's Let Her Go.
Yeah, Let Her Go.
I'm trying to appreciate
I'm trying to appreciate the high at the moment. Because I know I'm on it, but I know at some point it's gonna fall. So I know I want to appreciate this, but you can't have good without bad. You can't have highs without lows.
Oh, yeah.
Like, think about those stock graphs we were talking about. If they were never low, they could never be high.
Oh, yeah.
If they were never high, they couldn't be low.
Yeah. You can't have happiness without being sad.
Yeah.
Think about that.
It's the yin and yang of life. You just have to ride your balance and ride your wave.
Oh, yeah.
Even when you're deep down in depression, there's still going to be some days that are better.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anything like that? Like any mental issues?
Honestly, I hated middle school.
Oh, I hated middle school too.
There's this one dude, his name is Jesse, and he is like, I don't know if he was like older, like way older, but the dude was like 6 foot. Oh no, it wasn't Jesse. Or maybe it was. I don't know. It was Jesse something. But this dude, it was not Jesse. I know that. But he was in my grade. And he got arrested 7th grade for possession of weed at school. In 7th grade, bro. 7th grade.
What are you doing at 7th grade to be in possession of weed?
Like, all the kids were like, it smells like BO in here or whatever. But then the cops come in, and this dude gets arrested in front of everyone and hauled out to the car, and they just take, like, a brick of weed out the locker or something like that. And I'm thinking, like, what the heck is going on? Like, the closest I've been to weed is watching, like, Drug Inc. on TV or whatever. And, I mean, that guy was such a bully. He was, like, one of the biggest bullies ever. He would bully the crap out of me. He, like, made me want to, like, I just felt like the smallest person ever whenever he would, like, be around me. Like,
and those are the people that are the most jealous.
Oh, what I didn't understand is that, when he bullied the most, I don't have a dad. Like, I don't have, like, I have a dad, but I didn't have a dad growing up. Yeah. I had my grandpa and my uncle who were my father figures. So thankful for that, to, have, like, a guy around.
Yeah.
But I didn't have, like, a dad. And, I didn't have a dad until, like, 2 years ago. My mom got married. But, my biological dad kind of, like, dipped when I was born.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you're pregnant? Actually, I got a whole nother life without you. I'm going to go live there without kids. And then later on, he has, like, 9 kids now. So I don't know what's going on. I've never, like, met him. So, like, I never, like, understood why or anything like that.
Yeah.
And, like, around my middle school time, I, like, started to think, like, why did he leave? Was it because he didn't want a kid? Did he not want me? Did he think I wasn't good enough? Or something like that.
You just questioned it.
And I just always, like, had that questions. And this Jesse dude kept on, was like, oh, yeah, your dad or whatever. I remember one time he had an X-Acto knife in art class. He was like, yeah, I'm going to kill you. You only have a dad, no one loves you. And I'll just kill you one of these days. And, I just, like, I lost it there, And, I just felt, like, at my lowest. And I started, my grades dropped. I started lying to teachers and stuff like that. I'd like, get out of class or whatever. And, this is, like, 6th grade. Something you wouldn't think, like, a 6th grader. Like, I think it was 6th graders. I think of, like, some preppy kid. I think of Rael.
7th grade.
Yeah, some kid who's happy and just does kind of whatever they want. They get more freedom, but it's like a new world to them.
Yeah.
And then, like, me...
They're just freshly exposed to, like,
what
life could be.
You could not pay me any amount or anything, you can never make me relive my middle school years. My 6th and 7th grade.
I would do literally anything to never go back.
I hated that.
Everything felt so forced. No one seemed happy. It literally felt like hell on earth. That's like the only way I can express mine.
Yeah. You know, like, I was still there. I was, like, still a good kid or whatever. Or a good kid.
Yeah.
I didn't mean... Oh, I mean, like, the kid that would, like, do everything. You know, like, when I was in elementary school, I would always dress up for Halloween. And, like, my best thing... Like, I have a picture of Waldo over there. I was Waldo. And I remember my 6th grade year. So my name's McCoy, obviously. And my nickname is Mac. So you're like, why don't you go as Mac and Cheese? So I had, like, this little tub thing that I wore around with, like, suspenders or whatever.
Yeah.
I put a yellow hoodie over, and I taped toilet paper rolls that were painted yellow to me. And I had a big old fork, and I was Mac and Cheese.
Hell yeah, I respect that. Like, I respect the people that go, like, that are outgoing and dress up. They put effort into things.
Yeah. So then, like, I did that, and, you know, like, kind of like no one else did it. And I was like, oh, I'm the weird kid. And I felt, like, super embarrassed that day at school. And I'm like, whatever, you know, I just won't go as far out next year. So then the next year, 7th grade, I think it was 7th grade, it was me and Carson, and we were Ghostbusters. He was one of the Ghostbusters, and I was the green
I don't remember
ghost.
his name. I know you're talking about that.
And, yeah, I can't remember either. And I remember, that was around Vine, too, and we made a bunch of Vines about it.
Yeah.
And me and Cooper made a bunch of Vines. I got, like, a couple thousand views on some of my Vines. I don't even remember what they were. I just remember, like, yo, I got, like, 1,000 views. Oh, why does this always happen?
I remember the first time I ever got 1,000 views on a video.
Yeah. It was pretty hype.
It's those really memorable moments. I still remember the day I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. Like, I put so much time into that first 100 subscribers. I put so much effort into that first video that got 1,000 views. And it was, like, everyone around me was like, okay, cool, but when are you going to do it again? And then as soon as I hit 1,000 views on a video, within, like, 2 or 3 months, I had another video hitting, like, 2.4.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're, like, sitting there now. But it was just, like, that wave of just everyone putting pressure on me to, like, not, like, telling me I wouldn't be able to do it again was what made me do it.
Okay.
And now I don't have that pressure. So it's like, I'm grateful for that everyone supports me, but I kind of miss the pressure of everyone telling me, like, I can't do it. Because when people tell me I can't do it is when the best things happen. It's because I always want to prove people...
Bro, that's not my background.
It's the PewDiePie wave.
I know. I had rain, though. Whatever.
We'll leave it. We'll be alright. So, I sort of miss that. Like, there's, like, as J. Cole says, there's ugliness in the success. It's in Love Yours. I don't remember what he says.
I don't know either, but it's opening all my apps. That's kind of annoying.
I can change that for you. I can show you to change that.
That would be preferred. Because every time
I think it's like there's beautiful. It's in Love Yours.
I just remember J. Cole saying, "You can never catch me mopping up no Wendy's." And then it's this dude listening to a song for the first time, and he's mopping up a Wendy's. He just throws down the mop and quits. Whatever. Like, in the video, he doesn't actually quit. But I thought that was hilarious.
It's in these lyrics.
I remember I got, like, you know, Coach Songert?
Yeah.
So I loved playing basketball. I played basketball every chance that I could through elementary school. And came 6th grade, you know, it was tryouts. I went to every single open gym. I went to all the practices, and then comes tryouts time. And I didn't make the cut at all. And I was like, whatever, you know, there's next year. So I like, wow. I didn't work as hard as I could, but I tried my hardest.
Yeah.
Like, with what I could. Like, I could have, like, made more time, but I just did with the time that I could, and I just went out there and I kept on going. And so then, I was a short little fat kid, too, at the time. I could not shoot for the life of me. I still can't shoot for the life of me. But let me tell you, I'm good at defense.
Exactly.
I will stop that ball from going in that hoop to the best of my abilities. And so it comes 7th grade, and I try my hardest again, and I didn't make a team. And like, whatever, just brush it off. Let me go again 8th grade year. So I do the same thing for my 8th grade year, and I didn't make a team again. And I'm like, why am I not making a team? He's like, you're just not good. You should just focus on other sports. And I was like,
is that when you picked up baseball? When did you pick up baseball?
I played baseball forever.
Oh.
Actually, I dropped baseball to continue basketball, and then I did make a team.
So
then I went back to baseball. Yeah. I was really good at baseball and soccer when I was younger. Basketball, I sucked at. I still suck at. But now I'm better at baseball because I quit soccer and I put in all my time into baseball.
That shows you where your focus. Like, what happens when you put all your focus into one thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, when I did 3 sports at a time, that was pretty hard. Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, well, if I suck at basketball, I'm going to quit basketball and I'll focus on soccer and baseball. Well, I remember we would always win games because I was on a team with, like, James Baisden, Samuel Baisden, Joe Hamilton, and, like, Gavin and all, like, the big soccer guys here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, James Baisden, he's down in California on a scholarship or whatever.
Yeah,
for soccer. And so we would always win, like, our home games and stuff. But as soon as we went to Anchorage and started playing, like, bigger teams, then we lost. But, like, not by much. It would be only, like, a point difference. Yeah. I guess that's a lot in soccer.
I guess, yeah.
Whatever. So, I remember one time we were up in Anchorage, and I would, like, play for the entire game without a break.
Yeah.
Like, at all. And I was the defense. And I remember that we lost.
Which position did you play in defense? Were you right or left?
I was center. I was top dog there.
You just drift around?
Oh, yeah, kind of whatever. And I remember, like, the only thing that Jeremy told me to do was he said, whatever you do, don't kick your feet in there. Don't put your feet in there. He'll trip you up. He'll do whatever. But, go in there, put pressure on him. Make him scared to fail. And if he thinks about, don't fail, he will fail.
Because as soon as you get taken out of that moment of just perfecting your craft and thinking, don't fail, that's when you fail.
That's when you fail.
Because you take some of the energy that you were putting into perfecting your craft and thinking, don't mess up.
Yeah. Is it like Murphy's Law? Anything that can go wrong
will go wrong. Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like that in a way. But not really, I guess. I mean, like...
It relates. There's a connection.
Like, my grandpa told me this one quote. My grandpa's big on quotes.
Yeah.
And he told me, it's like, a girl may not cheat, but if the husband thinks she did, she will cheat or something like that. Like, he'll put it in his mind and think about it so much that the girl would cheat in his mind. So, like, it doesn't matter what actually happened. If he believes it, it happened to him,
That's proof that your thoughts will create your reality. And that's the biggest thing in my life at the moment is that I'm just trying to create this, like, my own sort of world and, like, universe.
Yeah.
And I just have to control that through my thoughts. I heard this story on a different podcast of this guy he was like working on freezers, and it was this broken freezer, and he got locked in the freezer, and he like had like a notebook and stuff with him, and he was like writing stuff down as he was dying. He was like, I can feel myself slipping away, I feel myself freezing, but the freezer was broken.
Yeah, and he was there to repair it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was I don't know, it's just weird like that. Like, yesterday at the parade, it was freezing outside.
Yeah.
And so, I was outside, and I'm just thinking, like, all right, if I don't think it's cold, it's not going to be cold.
Because you're not focusing on that.
I'm focusing on my toes or the socks between my toes or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, like, something different like that, and I didn't feel cold. It's just mind over matter on everything.
Exactly. There was this, I actually read a book in 7th grade. It was during... Yeah, I know. It was during this, like, kind of it was like right before COVID, and around that time was like kind of dark in my life, and I'll touch on that in a minute. But I was reading this book because I needed something to do, and we had like a book report from my honors language arts class, and I was like, whatever, I'll actually read, like I'll do something. It's better than just sitting here overthinking about my life. So the biggest thing I picked up on was like it was talking about how as soon as you think of like don't think about that, don't think about that, don't think about that, that's the only thing you're thinking of, because it's going into your conscious thought, and your conscious thought is what creates your reality. And I feel like I'm running my tracks, like running over my tracks when I say that. Yeah. But you have to focus on other things. So if I'm thinking like don't focus on the Saturdays are for the boys flag behind the camera, that's the only thing I'm looking at now. It's like I have to look like the other direction and look at the lunch tray. And then that's out of my thought for that brief moment of time.
Until you move your head from the lunch tray and you're like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that's all I'm thinking about is the flag and the bar stool.
I kind of forgot about that. It was even up there until you said it. And now I can't stop thinking about it.
Exactly.
The heck?
There's this Kobe quote that I think about all the time. And it has to do with like falling in love with the journey. I don't remember it like word for word, but he's talking about like when you feel like you've given it your all and you push that like a little bit more, that's the most beautiful thing. And the most beautiful thing is the journey and not the destination.
Okay.
So the dream is actually the journey, not the destination, or something like that. It's like above. I just put it above my monitor, and I look at it every time I edit. But it's only been like a few days, so I don't have it memorized yet. But there's a Drake quote that I think about every day, and this one's been in my life for like 2 years, and it's been on a piece of paper on my wall, like when I leave my room. It says, "Life is like toilet paper. You're either on a roll or taking shit from a-holes." And I don't remember if that was in his song or he got it, or he said it when he got a Grammy or something.
Yeah.
But I think about that. Like if you're not on a roll, they say you fall off. But if you're on your roll, then you're good. So that's something I think about.
I remember Everett. He told me this one time. He said this crackhead came into Arby's and he served him, and he was like, "Listen here, kid. Let me tell you life advice real quick. Life is like pooping." And his word for word, and I am gonna curse, apologize, family, but shit happens and then you wipe. That's it. It just happens and then you just wipe it away.
Yeah. You have to go to your next.
Keep moving on.
You have to go to your next shit.
Yeah.
That's the best way to think about it. I'm gonna swap the battery real quick.
Oh man. Also another one that my grandpa always says, and it's gonna be my senior quote. The things you hate to do the most are the things you need to do the most. He would always say that to me. And it's honestly like one of the things I always think about. Like, I hate doing homework and stuff, but I need to do it to like advance.
Yeah.
You know? I hate making money, but I guess I need to. I guess I need to. Watch. And now we're watching that. Is it gonna be like super loud since I was really close?
I don't think it will be. Because the way I have this gain set on this microphone is like, it's kind of quiet. I've been thinking about doing ASMR segments on the podcast, but I haven't really done it yet until now.
So I've inspired you a little bit too. I made an ASMR video one time.
I did it as a joke in like one of my first videos that I filmed with the M50.
Yeah.
I had just gotten my first microphone, and I was like crushing leaves into the mic. If I can find the clip, I'll play it.
Do you want to live react to my ASMR on the podcast?
Yes, we'll do a live reaction to your ASMR.
Here, let's crunch the chip together. Oh, or you can go ahead and do it before me. It doesn't matter. It's not that important. one thing that I'm kind of ashamed to say that I've done is, so it was me and Carson. I know a lot of people probably know about this. I guess my family doesn't really know about this, but it was like my freshman year, and we were hanging out down here, and I was talking to this girl. Or no, it was my sophomore year. The beginning of sophomore year. I kind of went through like a hoe phase, as they might
I hate
say.
when people say that. Like, genuinely.
No, for lack of a better term, hoe phase or whatever.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Like,
but when people use it and like enforce on other people, it doesn't make sense to me.
No, well, like basically from the end of my freshman year till about November of my sophomore year. It was like a different girl every week, basically, that I would talk to, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll hang out, we'll go on a date, and we'll make out or whatever, and then I will be like, all right, yeah, no, this ain't for me. Or the girl will be like, yeah, no, this ain't for me.
You have to find what you don't like to find what you like. You have to weed the bad ones out.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, like, definitely regrettable moments, but...
It made you who you are now.
Oh, yeah. Now I am happy with Georgie going 2 years strong.
That's very nice.
I know. Can you believe that? 2 years? Oh, you spit out your gum.
Yeah. It tastes like Pringles, so.
Oh.
Yeah, we spit it out.
So you're telling me you don't like Pringle gum?
No, okay. When you keep chewing it.
Okay.
McCoy has more subscribers than I do. That's crazy. I never knew that.
It's whatever.
Ooh, Snowball Mike?
I do. It was my blue snowball. You could probably just like, are you able to like green screen it in to the side?
I could.
Okay. Then yeah.
Hey guys. Let's layer it over.
Back
As we go.
And I'm sorry I haven't been posting recently. I've actually been really busy. So I decided to make an ASMR new video. I got this new microphone, so I thought it'd be perfect to test it. So I got some things over here.
Can I ask why you're filming outside?
I'm just gonna have family over.
That makes sense.
And it was the only place I could go quietly.
Very good.
I just want to have braces.
How old are you?
Whoops.
This is sophomore
8th
year?
grade.
Oh, this is 8th grade?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got some other stuff right here. We just open this up.
Pulls up the peanut butter.
I only have one hand.
Oh, I also broke my wrist at the time too.
How'd you do that?
I was snowboarding.
And you broke your wrist.
I fell over and I broke my wrist.
Alright, I got it finally.
Here's the best part. Me chewing peanut butter. Fun fact, I don't like peanut butter. Unless it's in PB&J or Reese's.
Neither do I.
I hate peanut butter.
Got some extra chunky peanut butter.
Unless it's with Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its, PB&J.
Oh, and Cheez-Its.
It's weirdly good. Or Reese's.
You're gonna die soon for that.
Yeah, probably. I don't eat it very often.
It takes off a year every time you take a bite.
I'll try to match.
Let me have another sip of my delicious Pepsi. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
No, it's fine.
Excuse me.
does it again.
So thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.
Absolutely
Maybe not
ear rapes.
tomorrow. Soon. Alright, see y'all later. Bye.
Oh. That's my ASMR.
ASMR gone right in the suburbs.
Oh yeah.
Is this supposed to be like a spin-off of Gone Wrong in the Hood?
Oh yeah, big time.
Hell yeah.
So,
What camera were you filming with in this banner?
my mom's old, like Nikon or whatever.
That's how I started.
Yeah. I would normally film on my iPad. And I'll have to show you these videos later. They are hilarious.
Okay.
I used to have way more videos, and then I tried rebranding myself as Mac Films.
Did you delete them all?
I did. I made one.
Why did you private it?
I didn't think about it. I like restarted in like 6th grade because I did a bunch of Minecraft videos, and they were all like really cringe and stuff like that.
But you wish you kept them.
But I wish I kept them, but I deleted them. But I wish I privated them. So
I probably have 400 videos on my channel, but so many of them are
private.
private.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to-
It's really from my 6th grade year till like now. Are the ones that are kept up, and there's still some that are in there that are that have been privated.
Well, I kind of like just gave up on this count entirely, and then now I just have my new one. This is just my name. And if I go to...
Is this where you posted the one video of like you and... It was the...
A whole 17 subscribers.
It was the one of you with Cooper and Everett. Where's that video posted? Like you were driving the cars around.
Oh, that was on TikTok.
That was TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just messed around on that.
I've never seen that.
I did get accused of sexual harassment.
Tell that story. Because I watched that video after we filmed that. I watched that at one point, but I didn't remember it. It was a while ago. I don't remember whose story I saw it on, but I saw it on someone's story, and I watched it.
Yeah.
Like 3 years, 3 years ago?
3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
My freshman year.
Yeah, I remember. I watched that, but I was in like 4th grade then.
Bruh.
I was
That's
like,
no
you were
way.
Freshman?
I was a freshman. You were in 5th grade.
5th grade. Yeah.
Dude, that's so weird to think about. You're closer in age to my cousin than I am to you.
Yeah. I'm closer in age to JC or Rael.
Rael. You're closer in age to Rael than you are to me.
Yeah. Or JC. I'm only a year younger than JC.
Well, yeah.
Me and JC used to be friends. And then, I don't know what happened.
Oh.
It was like 1 year.
JC's weird.
She was a little bit weird.
She's extremely weird.
She's very weird. But at that
terribly weird.
At that point, I was really weird. And I
Everyone goes through a weird phase.
Yeah.
Like,
And then you just find people that you can be weird with. You know?
let me find this one. There is this one video of, I don't know if it's on here. Wait, it might be. Is it on my vlogs channel?
Minecraft or vlogs.
Oh yeah, I never changed this one. My channel. Oh no. This is when Vine was around 6 years ago, and I learned how to like edit or whatever. Or edit.
You should put like
Magic for days.
Vine. That's so good.
I would do stuff like that. Or like, we had this massive earthquake 5 years ago.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
And,
Just titled it Earthquake.
You just had an
it was 5 years ago. Was it?
Holy cow.
It was 2016.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
It's like 1:30 in the morning.
Almost 6. Almost 6 years.
And then all my stuff fell off my shelves. My bed somehow became unmade. Well, I remember it was terrifying. Like
I was genuinely scared.
I was holding on to there's like this little pole thing up there next to the stairs, and I was holding on to it, and I just started crying and stuff. Oh, watch
My
the
bad.
feet.
My bad.
Oh, and look, this was almost exactly. This is what?
Caution, loud and flashing lights.
This is
Seizure warning.
exactly 6 years ago. Today.
That is crazy. 2015.
Oh, look, I like my own videos.
Oh, I used to do that too, don't worry. I don't
care.
anymore.
I still like my own
Oh,
videos.
I felt that in my stomach.
Did you feel that one in your stomach?
Me
I
and-
like the vertical angle. This is when everyone would upload vertical. Now everyone's so focused on like the 2:1 aspect ratio, and even I'm on that.
Oh yeah. My old iPhone 4.
I
That's what
respect
this was
it.
on filmed on.
I respect it. The best camera is the one that you always have with you.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, I'm spilling chips everywhere. iPhone. Yeah, got one picture I took on a lake
Yeah.
in Wasilla.
It's crazy how good like the iPhone quality, like the cinematic quality on the iPhone 13. I don't use it very often, but it's on here. You can it like tracks where people's face are, and you can like select in between like different faces and stuff. It's
weird.
It's crazy.
Dude, technology is so weird now.
It's advancing so fast. When is it gonna fall? It has to fall at some point. This happened like in the 80s when computers got like really fast and they didn't advance almost at all for like 10
I
years.
definitely don't think it's gonna fall. I think this is like you know the back in like the early 1900s, the Industrial Revolution.
Oh yeah.
I definitely think this is like an electronical revolution, you know, where we're just advancing so much
Yeah.
that I mean, there's like no going back.
Yeah.
Did you find the quote?
Yeah, right here. It's beautiful. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. You find your true value in your journey, and that's what I'm trying to focus on. Is like focus on my journey, and then once you hit the success, you're thankful for that journey, but you're still living in your moment.
Yeah.
And that's something I learned in middle school was that. Like I didn't realize before middle school, I was always in my moment. But it was like during middle school, I kind of like developed some sort of anxiety. There's like some video somewhere, if I didn't delete it, that's probably privated. There's no way it's not privated. But I was talking about like where my life was going in like 6th grade.
Oh gosh.
And I genuinely value that video. Like I got shit on at school for that video.
No, that's so bad.
Everyone was making fun of me for like having anxiety, and I was like, "What am I doing wrong?"
Yeah, here, hold on. Let me just fix it real quick.
Yeah.
Let me just get nervous or anxiety or something like that.
Yeah, and I still have issues with it, but it's not as bad as it used to be.
I remember like we were down in Las Vegas one time. My first time in Las Vegas. I was probably 4th grade. And that's when I started to realize like, wow, girls are kind of cool.
Yeah.
And we were down in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, I mean,
There's girls everywhere.
there's a lot of girls there that are in skimpy clothing as well.
Yeah.
And I remember I had got this digital underwater camera that's like waterproof.
Oh, you're
And-
taking pictures of girls on the water.
And my grandpa was like, hey, you got this new camera. Let's go to the pool and test it out. And I remember like, all right. And he goes, you know what? You take a picture. You're so young. They don't care. And I'm like,
You just mess around with it.
I mean, I remember, I bet you if I find this SD card, there's probably just pictures of girls' butts. all on it.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, all over it. I mean, I have no idea where this camera is to this day, but I bet you if I find it, there's an SD card in there that has pictures of girls' butts.
Oh my god. Bro, if you find that,
4th grade me was wildin'.
if you find that, we gotta review it for video. See what
Oh,
was
yeah.
on there. We'll cut back to this clip.
I highly doubt I'll find it. The last time I remember having it, I was in 7th grade. It was the last time I remember. It's because I cleaned up my room
And it was
and
just
stuff.
like under the bed or something.
It was in one of I had like one of those things,
Yeah.
but it was like bigger. It's still in my room, but I put shoes on it now.
Yeah.
But it was in one of the little tote things, and I remember I put it in a box, and my grandma said she moved it to one of the sheds, but we have like 5 billion boxes in there, so
She's haven't gone through it.
yeah, it could be anywhere honestly. We also had a garage sale like a couple years ago, and we got rid of a lot of boxes. So
Bro,
I
imagine someone bought the camera with the SD card with a whole bunch of photos of girls' butts that McCoy took when he
Yeah.
was like 7.
If you see that, send it.
Hit my line. All of my socials.
HML. Hit
Yeah.
my line.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I always thought that was so stupid. Like,
When people would post HMU, like hit me up.
I never understood what it means. Like for the longest time, I was like, what does that mean?
I
HMU?
had Keegan Medina added when I was in 4th grade. He's 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
So he was in like 6th grade and he would post HMU like every day on Snapchat. I was in like 4th grade. I'd go on Snapchat like just to see what was happening on like the suggested stories.
Yeah. When did I join Snap? Sorry, I didn't want to end.
It's okay. It's okay.
Keep going.
It was like I got mine in like 2016.
Yeah, that's when I got mine.
But you're 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
I had mine April 24th, 2016.
April. So you've had it. I've had it since March 11th. So I only had it for like a month before you.
That is crazy.
What's your snap score? That's the real question now.
Mine's like almost 500K.
500K. Matthew is at 579,000. I'm at 404,000.
I really
Confirmed. Matthew has hoes in his DMs.
No, it's just my boys. That's so Mickey. I have one girl. That's the wrong one.
Here, let's review Matthew's Snapchat here real quick. All right, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 unopened snaps. I'm one of them.
We've been filming a podcast for 2 hours.
That is true. I snapped you an hour ago.
I took out my phone once and was to look at a J. Cole quote. I'll snap all of them
What a
back
shame.
right now.
Look at how many I have. 3.
My bad.
Oh, it was the pictures. That's why.
Yeah.
You should probably save them. Yeah.
I'll save those.
Oh, Georgie with another 25 kill game.
I always have this thing where I like awkwardly smile and put my thumb, like do a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
I always find I've done that since I was little.
I'm not very photogenic. Like
Neither
someone,
am I.
like when people are like, "All right, smile," I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. And they're like, "All right, guys, let's take a picture." I'm always like, "Yo, what's up?" You know, like I just like honestly, I try and like look as stupid as I can while still looking like I'm trying to look good.
Exactly.
Just because like someone's gonna look back at that picture and they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, look at everyone, they're all smiling." But
Look
then
at my
they're
boy.
gonna point you out. They will remember you.
That is how you stand out.
And yeah,
That's
like,
that's the easiest way to stand out is like being awkward. I feel like because you'll get made fun of for being awkward. Like in 5th
but
grade.
then everyone knows you because they make fun of you.
Yeah.
Therefore,
And then if you just
you're out
don't
there.
care what people think, then you're good.
Yeah, I remember, like this one kid was like he like made fun. I don't even remember his name honestly. That's how insignificant this kid is.
Exactly.
And he just started like dogging on me for like the way I looked or whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't care. Who cares? You
And
know?
then they stop.
Yeah.
As soon as you don't acknowledge it.
react or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? It's like a little kid. Like if you ever like see a little kid fall, you like praise them or let them be like, "Wow, that's so cool that you did that." And then they don't cry. But if you're like, "Oh, are you okay?" Then they start crying.
Yeah, exactly. In like 5th grade, I got made fun of so much by this group of like 4 or 5 girls. I get told to kill myself like every day. I get told I was ugly, like told I had like no worth. And I'm in 5th grade, so I haven't even figured out. I haven't even like figured out what puberty is yet. I'm just living my life. I'm filming random videos of my day, and then coming home and editing them, and then like barely working on them. My hand is too big for my hand is too big for the thing. I can't.
That's why you bend it.
And then, I never thought of it like that way. That's crazy.
Wow,
There we
that's
go.
crazy. I'll eat it.
We'll wind it up.
You got a card?
No, I don't have a card.
Cut. And slice. That's one thing is that like with like the clothes that I wear is I try and stand out. I mean like okay, I do shop at like the most basic places ever.
Yeah.
Like, I just ordered stuff from PacSun last night for Black Friday.
Yeah.
But I mean like I don't know, it's weird. Like here, I'll show you what I got. And
At least you're not like the guys that wear American Eagle pants and
or like a
shirts every single day.
Hollister sweater or something like that.
Hollister sweater with Lululemon pants.
Is that what you're wearing right now?
Yeah.
I know.
I just wear the most basic things. Whatever works.
I did not know Lululemon even made men's clothing, honestly.
They do make men's clothing. It's really comfortable. It's really nice, but
I didn't know that.
$140 for a pair of
140?
pants. Yeah.
That's how much you spent on those.
Yeah. And they're just black pants.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of stupid.
I know.
I mean, I buy expensive, outrageous things.
But they stand out. It's something different.
But
It's
I
not
mean,
just flat black pants.
I mean, like, the most expensive pair of shoes I have right over here.
Your off-white UNCs?
My off-white.
I want a pair of these so bad. Like, genuinely.
What size are you?
I'm like 10.
10? Oh, well, they're a 12 and a half, and they're currently on sale for $2,000 if you want them. I bought them for $900
When they
3 years ago.
and now
And
just
they're
skyrocketed.
now, I mean, for a brand new pair, it's currently at like 2,600, 2,700.
Yeah.
But a worn pair is at like $1,900, $2,000. And I mean, they're not in the worst condition. I mean,
But they're not the best. They're moderate.
yeah.
They've been worn a little bit. They've been loved on.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's a hair on it. Whatever. I can probably get the hair. No, the hair is on the inside.
Is it like under the? I don't
It's
know.
under the mesh.
That's crazy.
How does a hair get in there?
I don't know.
It's probably some. Oh yeah, one thing that kind of gets me is that I know some Asian kid probably made these, who gets
Yeah.
beat at the end of the day. You know, like thinking about that, it's like probably made in China or something. Yeah, made in
Vietnam.
China.
Oh,
there's
China?
there's some Chinese kid who probably got beat at the end of the day.
I feel.
For
I
making
think about
these.
that every time I buy a pair of shoes. Or
Yeah.
Like anything Nike. I don't know what. I like Nike and I like the brand and they're like just do it, and that's why I bought that pair of Blazers that I was wearing. They say make it count and just do it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
There's some kid out there
That made them
yeah.
got paid. If he got paid at all, it was like pennies, and
Yeah.
probably got beat.
Oh yeah, because his parents probably think he's worthless or something. But I spent $900 on these. I worked 3 months at Safeway to save up and buy these. These were my second big purchase. My first big purchase was I have an HTC Vive.
Oh, you bought the Vive?
Yeah, I got it when it first came out. Now I got the Oculus. I got the Oculus the day that Facebook said about the metaverse. I'm like, you know what, this is gonna be something big.
And then you bought it.
I'm gonna cop it.
The metaverse is crazy. I haven't fully looked into it, but like the few things that I've heard, they're about to create like a whole virtual world.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is your most favorite pair of shoes you own?
Most favorite pair of shoes I own. Oh my gosh.
These are crazy.
I know.
Off-white
pretty
Dunk. How long have you had those for?
I got them at, I think it was the beginning of this year, right before Dunks started going crazy.
And then everyone started wearing Dunks.
No, it was the beginning of last year. Yeah, no. I don't know. I got them. I have a receipt on my phone or whatever. I can find out the date. Not that important, but
Yeah.
it was like right when Dunks started going crazy.
So you bought these before they went crazy.
Yeah.
Like before the price went up a lot.
Yeah, I probably got them for like 300, 400. No, I mean, they're not that big now. They're like
Yeah.
600 now.
Yeah.
It's not as
But
big
at one
as
point, they were probably 800, 900. Like within the past few months.
no idea.
There's been so many people that have been wearing Dunks recently.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Dunks,
that's like
Dunks, Blazers, Jordan 1s.
yeah, that's like one thing that I'm like kind of glad I got on before, is that I started collecting sneakers my 8th and freshman year.
That was what, 2017?
Well, I guess I can look back at when I posted videos, because that would tell me.
What was your favorite sneaker YouTube channel?
My favorite what?
Sneaker YouTube channel.
I like Harrison Novell.
I watched him. I watched him a lot. And then, who else? I watched Blake Wynn and Blazendary.
Blazendary. I used to watch Blazendary. He's a little too loud for me.
Yeah.
Too loud. Hey, let's go, guys.
He's like that 2016 YouTube personality.
2018 is my freshman year. So I started in 2017, and then come 2018.
And that was like, what, like big Yeezy days? Like everyone wanted Yeezys.
Yeah, at the time, what I wanted Jordans. That's what I wanted bad.
Yeah.
And my uncle, if you ever like look at his closet, he's got a crap ton of Jordans and stuff like that too. But he's been into shoes since the 80s, like when Jordan played and stuff.
Yeah, when Jordan was in his prime.
Yeah, I mean, he like started collecting shoes like the year Jordan started playing. So I'm sure at some point he probably some kid rocking, or he's probably saw and held a pair of 1985 Jordan ones. He's probably seen and held
for
them.
so much now.
Oh yeah, they're like 40K now.
Yachty just recently bought a pair, and then he was the first person to ever wear them. He wore them in the music video that he shot with Cole Bennett, like straight on iPhone.
Yeah. Respect Lil Yachty. I like Lil Yachty.
I like Lil Yachty.
He's hilarious.
I love Yachty.
But I like the outrageous. You know, like this big bright blue and white with this red tag and an orange thing, and they're all floppy around and stuff.
Like I'll tell my like family like things I'm interested in, and they'll be like, "Why do you like that? Like, what about it do you like?" And like my sisters will make fun of me because I like Off-White, and they're like, "This tag will poke you, or you'll trip on the tag." It's like, it's not that complicated. It's just
you just kind of like.
It's just there.
There you go. Now I won't trip on it if it's sat on top. I mean, it will move around or whatever. But
It's
if,
just
like you
it's
tie the
something
laces.
unique. That's my favorite thing about Off-White. I don't own anything Off-White. I don't own. My parents don't care what I'm on or not.
Dang, can't relate.
Full podcast right there.
Huh?
Full podcast on that card right there. That card was
Empty?
empty.
No.
That's like 2 hours right there.
Bruh.
I like that though. We had good conversation in there. We're gonna keep going. We have an hour on this one. So we're talking about like streetwear.
Why do you like Virgil?
Ooh. I think I feel like he has a little bit different of an eye for designs.
No.
Like his plane with Drake, like the cloud plane.
I thought that was sick.
That is really sick. Like who else would think of that? Who else thinks that much out of the box? I always said growing up, think outside the circle. Because it's a different shape than a box. It's like a different way to think out of the box by saying,
Bro.
think out of the box. I don't know. I don't know what I was on as like a 7-year-old. But what pair of shoes do you think, or what piece of clothing or shoes do you think you have that has the most story behind it?
No story behind it. Gosh. You know, you really hit me with a hard question. I honestly don't know.
They're just a pair of shoes.
I mean, like, I have one, but I kind of want to keep that story to myself.
That makes sense. You don't have to share it.
It's more of like a sad story behind it. But I guess it was like also like a pair of shoes that I wore when I kind of like knew someone was like important to me in a way, you know.
Yeah.
But that story's for a different time.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm older and not everyone's gonna see this and get all upset at me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know.
Some things are better left unsaid when everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see the light on here and I got scared.
Oh, you thought it just wasn't recording?
Yeah. It's like the whole thing was like just no audio.
I'm mad. That would be so sad. That would be terrible. What's your favorite pair?
That I own or that I would want?
Either. Both of them.
Favorite pair that I own will probably be I love Jordan 5s. I have a pair of Jordan 5 Fire Reds and a pair of Shattered Backboard Jordan 5s. You want me to go grab them real quick?
Yes.
I'll go grab them.
I think I've seen the red ones. You've worn the red ones, right?
Yes, and the orange ones. Yep. Keep them entertained.
All right. So I believe McCoy wore these when we were filming one of our videos, or no, both of our videos, because he wore the red ones the first time, and then he wore them the second time we filmed, and then we filmed a third time, and he was wearing a white pair of Air Forces with black pants, and then I was wearing a white shirt. He was wearing a white shirt, black pants. His girlfriend was wearing all white Air Forces, black pants, white shirt. We called ourselves the Plain White Tees. I'll put the clip in of when he says, Plain White Tees on 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we broke, and then we went and filmed a video. I flipped over a bed and told some girls I fell for them. I need to check my phone right quick. Let's see who snapped me. Oh, I left my homie on red.
Right.
Where'd you get the up tempos and the shadows
Alright,
and
so...
the Travises?
So I actually got a lot of shoes, and I could tell you a story that I have from each of them.
Every single one of them.
How about that?
All right, that's good.
And the meaning they have to me.
Yeah,
Alright.
you wore are those 5s? Are those the red 5s?
3s.
Oh, those are 3s.
These are 5s. Okay.
I don't know much about Jordans.
So the story behind these, there really isn't any. I just I want a pair of Dunks, and I want them to be off-white. So I was like,
Hey,
screw
Bob.
it, I'm gonna buy them.
Makes sense.
So I bought
StockX?
Yes.
Where do you buy the majority of your shoes? StockX?
Yeah, probably StockX. If I can't get them for retail, it's normally StockX. These, which I beat the living crap out of them, the bottom's all black and the side's all black too. These were my first pair of Jordan 1 highs.
Did you have mids or lows before?
I had mids.
Ooh.
Okay, here's one thing about mids. I honestly don't care if you wear mids or not. Just if you can rock them, then rock them.
Exactly. But it's when people think that they can rock them and they're like, oh, look at me, I like Jordans. And it's
Yeah,
just
if you have mids, own that they're mids. Don't try and be someone else.
Exactly.
That you're not, you know? So, I don't know. These just have a little special spot in my heart. First pair of Jordan 1s. Off-white Jordan 1s. These used to be my dream shoes. That's kind of when I went through my high beast phase.
This might be my dream shoe.
Yeah.
Genuinely. It's just the design language of it that fascinates me.
Well, I mean, this was...
It's so unique. Like the 85 and...
Yeah, it's got the 85 on the inside.
Yeah.
And the Air Jordan.
They're like...
It's imprinted on the inside, too.
That, deconstructed look.
Oh, yeah. When Virgil made them, he said, I'm going to change 10 things on all the shoes. That's why it's called the 10.
Oh, that
there's
makes
10
sense.
shoes, and he changed only 10 things. He kept the
never knew
original
that.
color, but then he separated this. He took that
He
apart.
had a different material. He put a
He made
tag
a
and a
mesh
tag
on
there.
it. He put letters on it.
He only had 2 stitches here instead of the whole thing being
He
stitched
removed the whole swoosh on that side, you know? It's there's the story behind it.
Yeah.
And it was the first shoe that my big shoe purchase.
Yeah, it's so much more than a shoe. And I feel like that's something a lot of people don't see. Is I mean, in reality, it's just an object.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't
there's
take this
stories
when I
behind
die. But, you know, I mean,
You're gonna enjoy it while it's here.
this Yeezy right here. Yeezy 500 High. I was at school when it dropped, and it dropped at 6 a.m. But then they sat all day.
And you bought them.
And then I bought them at the end of the day, and I was like, all right, cool. And it was around Christmas time, so my grandma was like, you know what, it'll just be your early Christmas present, you know? I was like, sick, thanks. And so I got them for retail, and then they sold out the day after or whatever. They're not that hype of a shoe because it's a high top. A lot of people don't like the high top.
Yeah.
I mean, you try this on, it will be the most comfortable shoe you ever put on your feet. Try it on.
That's mad padding.
It's got mad padding. You can untie it if you want. I don't care. But I remember they came in
Ooh, these are comfy.
the day before the last day.
There's so much padding in them. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They're extremely comfy.
And still got boost in them too. They got boost in the midsole. Is there boost in them?
No, this is actually one of the only Yeezys that doesn't have boost. It has its own. I don't know.
Foam.
Something. They wanted to try something. It's called.
They're still comfy though. Let me tell
It's
you that.
called Adiprene. So Adiprene Plus is the name of the phone. They wanted to try something else, and Kanye
that was on
yeah,
the
let's
Desert
do it.
Rat too, the low 500, the Desert Rat.
No idea. Honestly, I don't pay that much attention to the Yeezy 500s. But I had the pair of shoes, and I wore them all night because I was failing a class, and I literally stayed up all night just redoing work. And I went from a 10% F to a B- overnight.
Yeah.
So I was
Respect.
that's what I gotta do. Alright, the story behind this. I got this pair, and I don't know, it was red, my first red shoe, hashtag Q9 cards. That's one thing I always do. I always say hashtag for some reason, ironically.
Yeah, I know.
And then now it's becoming unironically. I start saying it now.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's part of your personality.
But Georgie, she has a matching pair. So that's kind of cute. We always wear them to match. For like.
That's something
events.
I'm trying to do. Not gonna lie, I'm trying to match with my girl.
Yeah.
You give me inspiration on what I want to do in my relationships. Like I'm not kidding.
Thank you. Jordan 1 Shadow. This is like a sick colorway.
It's so basic,
It is.
but that means you can wear it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could wear this with my fit right now. There's,
Yeah, and it goes with it.
It,
And that's just a casual outfit. That's
Yeah.
some sweats and just normal tee.
Yeah.
You can dress it up or dress it down. You can wear that with like tailored black suit and you'd still be respected for it.
Yeah. It's just very easy shoe. And Georgie also has them, so we always match with that too. Classic. So, beginning of this, so last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
And the
But-
very next day, you gave it away.
Yeah, but last Christmas, my uncle's, big into Jordans and stuff.
Yeah.
His dream shoe is a Jordan 4 Bread.
Ooh,
So
that's nice. That's nice.
his favorite is the Jordan 4s. And so I was like, all right. To myself, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get him that pair of shoe for Christmas. So I busted my butt, and I bought the shoe off of eBay for $420.
Very nice.
And it came in just in time for Christmas. Gave it to him for Christmas. And he was like, he loved it. So, but for my birthday, he bought me these Travis Scott Air Forces.
I respect that you still rock those
Oh,
after
yeah.
all the things that
I don't care.
Astro World.
Well,
I don't
I-
care about it either. I just enjoy listening to his music.
Well, honestly, I don't think it should really be Travis Scott blamed for it. I think it's more of
That crowd.
the people. No, I think it's the people who hosted the event.
Oh, for
you know?
like overselling tickets?
Yeah, or like I definitely think that like the manager or whatever. I don't know how concerts work honestly, but I feel like honestly Travis Scott, like knowing the way he acts and stuff like that, the dude is like not sober all the time.
Yeah, that's facts.
He's always high. He's always about raging and ragers and stuff like
Like
that.
right before the Astro World thing, he tweeted, "It's like it's time to rage" in all caps.
Yeah, I mean that's just him,
If I
He's
can
all
find the
about-
tweet, I'll put it on the screen.
He's just like crazy, It's all about like
He got arrested in
Hype and
2016 for his Rolling Loud thing for having too hype of a crowd.
yeah. I don't know. So that's like his whole thing is like just everyone getting hyped.
That's part of his brand.
And so the dude was probably
He
high
owns
out of
a
his
weed
mind.
brand. He owns a seltzer brand.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. He was probably out of his mind, and I mean even if he could see something, he's probably so high that he couldn't like think about
Comprehend
anything,
it completely.
Like he was like, oh wow, there's cops out there. Hope they don't know I'm high or something like that. That's
Yeah.
probably like that's how I would see it. Is like if I'm up there, I'm performing, I'm high out of my mind. I don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
Then it should be like the concert directors who are like, all right, guys, let's stop the show
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I definitely think it's more blamed on them, or it should be more blamed on them than the artists themselves.
Because the artist is just up there performing. He's
Yeah.
doing his job.
It's not like the artist was like, I want to go to this place. Most of the time,
And
it's
then
the
have all the
place
people
going,
buy.
hey, I want this artist here.
Yeah, that is facts.
So,
Artists will get paid so much. It's so much to book an artist.
it is. But, story
And
behind
then
this?
there's still the option of like the artist not showing up or not taking the deal.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just everything could have probably been prevented.
That is true.
But,
It is this way for whatever reason.
yeah. But, I like the shoe. It can go with a lot of things. It could go with yellows, purples, blues, blacks, greens, browns, whites.
I like his color palette at the moment of like creams, browns, and like look at his cars. I like that he has two matching Lamborghinis, like his Urus and his Aventador. They're both
Yeah.
brown with cream rims.
And the Batman, Travis Scott. Hilarious picture.
I respect that.
Hilarious.
I genuinely love that.
Um,
I remember I retweeted the photo,
yeah.
and then my Twitter got banned like 4 days later. I don't remember why, but my Twitter got banned.
Yeah. Story behind these? It's because my uncle got them to me, and they mean a lot to me because of that. Alright. Probably one of my favorite pairs, the Fire Red 5s. Jordan did speaking of Jordan, The Last Dance.
Right there.
is on the
He's
TV.
on the TV.
What are the odds?
That's crazy.
And Scottie Pippen. All right, you know what? Screw that.
Number 33.
Scottie Pippen. This is his shoe, the up tempo. We'll go back to the Jordan 5s in a little bit.
I did not know these were Pippen's shoe.
These are Pippen's shoe. And these kind of go hand in hand together. I love the 11s with a passion. I love the patent leather. They have like carbon fiber on the inside.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful, classy shoe.
Didn't Drake have his OVOs in that?
Mm-hmm. He has OVO in these and OVO 8s.
Yeah.
I believe they're 8s.
And then they're like
Don't quote
white
me.
and gold.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. But Scottie Pippen wore these, and Michael Jordan wore these during the same game, during their championship. And it was the first championship since Michael Jordan's father was murdered.
Oh, and then
And-
he collapsed in the locker room. Is it that one?
Well, he didn't collapse. He just like fell onto the trophy and started crying.
Yeah.
And you see him, and he's wearing these shoes, and so he kind of like dedicated it to his dad or whatever, and same with Scotty, because he wore this during the same game. So he was like, hey, and the worst thing too is that the championship was on Father's Day.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like
That's a crazy story. To
Yeah.
me, how all that happened around the same time.
I know. So I don't know. It's just I like Jordan, I like Pippen, I like Rodman. Like 3 of the best players ever.
That is facts.
Kind of upset on how Pippen talks about the Bulls now. He's kind of gone all political on them.
Yeah, that is facts.
But yeah, whatever. Well, that's the story behind these.
The homie and Ricky is at a Heat and Bulls game at the moment. And
Wow.
he doesn't play basketball, and he doesn't know anything about basketball.
That's stupid.
He's just there with his family.
Yeah, well, I'm going down to a Lakers versus Sun game
Very nice.
in March.
You got that one?
Yeah. So I got these 2 are my Jordan 5s. My favorite shoe ever. If I could pick a shoe, it would
5.
definitely be the Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 1.0. The
Oh,
original.
the 2. There's the 2.0, and then there's like the one that looks like the trash bag.
Yeah, the 3.0.
Yeah.
So I want the 1.0, the original, which is just
And then there's
orange,
the reverse.
white, and black.
Yeah, and then there's the reverse backboard.
Yeah, or the 2.0, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It could be called either one, and that's just where it's all orange and white.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that. My favorite color, orange. So I gotta go with the Shadow Backboards. They're just sick.
They
And
are
the
pretty
story
sick.
behind them is pretty cool too. Because Michael Jordan was playing an expedition game, and the team that he was playing on, the jerseys were orange, black, and white. And he went up and he went to go dunk.
He
Honestly,
tried it back.
if he was like half a foot to the right, it would have been the best dunk ever. Because that he would have jumped over a person, dunked it, and then shattered
Yeah.
the backboard. But he was like 5-6 inches away from jumping over the dude. But he jumped up there and shattered the backboard. So that's why they're called the Shatter Backboards. And I like these because they make me think I'm in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Because Will Smith would wear those shoes.
Yeah.
And
I remember watching that on like Nick at Night after
Oh, yeah.
school.
one of my favorite shows ever.
It's a great show.
It is. So that's,
I love Will Smith. I love Jaden Smith. He makes good music.
yeah. Well, what I like most about these is that this like shark tooth kind of design.
Yeah.
You know the old Mustang fighter planes, like World Wars?
Oh, yeah.
They had the like teeth on it.
Yeah, it looks like
And-
the shark.
Yeah, Tinker Hatfield took the inspiration from that and put it
Tinker
on.
is also fascinating.
He
Tinker
is.
Hatfield is very
Have you
unique.
seen his Netflix documentary?
No, but I'm gonna watch that now. I
It's
didn't know
pretty
he had
cool.
one. I don't really watch
Yeah.
Netflix, but my
Yeah.
family has it.
It's just him talking about, well, it's like a whole art thing that I watched, and it's like about old-fashioned art and like the meaning behind it, and then how it became the art that it is today in shoes and abstract art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like what I'm really big into, is I love like abstract art.
Yeah,
and
art is
stuff like that.
sick.
No, if I was a multimillionaire, I'd be buying art like crazy.
I would too.
And like they had the little lace lock on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was looking at that lace lock. That's a sick lace lock.
It
I've never
is.
seen anything like that.
And then this is reflective and stuff. And then the Air Jordan is upside down, so you can like flip it down and show people that you got a pair of Jordans.
That is pretty sick.
Yeah.
As if they didn't know they were Jordans before, though.
Yeah. So that's all I gotta talk about shoes.
I want a pair of CDG Converse. That might be
the heart ones.
Yeah, that might be my next, like, shoe purchase. I also want a pair. Actually, no, I lied. My next shoe purchase is going to be a pair of Lightning McQueen Crocs.
Yeah.
Because I had them when I was little. I will pay $250 for them, so I can live on my legacy of being speed. That was my favorite that was my favorite movie growing up. Transformers, Cars, Star Wars.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, they're
favorite was
$215 right now.
$250.
What's your size?
10. 275.
$275 currently for your size.
That is crazy. I will buy them though. I will do it.
I have a pair of Post Malone Crocs.
Wait, you have them?
Yeah, I have the Post Malone.
Is it like the V2, the one with like the thick tread?
Yeah, the thick tread, and it has like all the straps on it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they kind of broke.
How?
The little
The four-wheel
four-wheel mode.
Yeah.
The little thing ripped at the end.
Damn.
So I don't have a four-wheel mode, and it's kind of like it just doesn't work without it.
Yeah,
it's
your
like
foot's gonna like
a
slide out.
It's like a Velcro strap on it.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
So, but it's like the same like design as the poster, and I
Yeah.
bought them for the Post Malone concert too. I was gonna wear them to the concert, but COVID started.
Post Malone's like cars and stuff fascinate me.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the like devil baby thing? I've never like fully
don't
looked
know.
into that.
I
Is it
haven't
just
either.
like a design that he has?
No idea.
Cause he has those on the pair of Crocs.
Yeah.
And I remember he dropped the animation music video for WoW, like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing was centered around that, like, devil baby and Christmas. It's like the yellow devil baby.
No idea. I'll look it up. Why does post
Hey, you spelled does wrong.
do? Like I already went over this. Malone have the devil. I probably spelled devil wrong too.
You were
Yeah,
close.
I did.
It was really close. Reveals mascot for Posty Fest.
Here's why Drake and Post Malone weren't on the line. Blah blah. Satan's
Maybe there just isn't a reasoning. Maybe he just likes the look of a devil baby.
I don't know. You know, if someone finds out, just
Yeah, comment it. If you find a reason, comment it.
reveal devil mascot for Posty Fest announcement.
Oh, this was his first Posty Fest. Posty Fest 2019.
I'm gonna say blah blah blah.
Because he had one, and then he was gonna have 2020, and then that got canceled. So then he was gonna do Posty Fest 2021. I believe that got canceled too.
Yeah.
So if he has 2022, I will go to that one. That's my birthday present from my sister.
Yeah.
But
I said there's no reason, really. So there's not really a reason.
It's just.
It's just cool.
I mean, I respect it. Yeah.
No, you gotta get the Minion Crocs to
The
go with
Minion
it too.
Crocs?
Those are the stupidest looking things
Oh
ever.
my god.
Put up picture now.
Right there. I tried to get that pair of Lightning McQueen Crocs in. They dropped at like 7 a.m.
Yeah. I do little dance breaks randomly.
Dance like a robot.
Yeah, if you ever like look at me at school or something like that, sometimes
I
I'll
do
just
that all the time.
dancing. I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. I'll just break out.
I'll be in the
dance.
middle of class. I'll have like one of my AirPods in. It'll be like a good part of the song. I start dancing. Everyone starts laughing at me, and it's like my goal for every video is to make someone laugh. So as long as I made one person laugh, that video succeeds. It doesn't matter that I put like 15 hours into the video. If I made one person laugh, it's good.
Mhm.
That reminds me of that one episode of SpongeBob where he just like licks his fingers over and over.
Oh, I was seeing how long it would take for you to notice.
I noticed immediately, but I
Oh.
didn't ask. Yeah. That was weird.
It's like the intuition clapping. You want to try that out real quick? You gotta close your eyes, and we both gotta clap at the same time, but we can't speak or anything.
Okay.
Ah, that was close.
so close.
All right. No. Dude, we keep on. Okay, there you go. Good enough.
That is good enough. I tried to get that pair of Lightning McQueen Crocs in my first period class, which was, they dropped at like 7 a.m. So that was my first period, which was my honors language arts class last year. That teacher absolutely hated me. It was Naples. I absolutely despised
Never
her.
had her.
Ooh, you're lucky.
I guess.
I'm on my phone for literally 5 seconds trying to get in this queue system for this pair of Crocs so I can buy them. I hope you know those are $70 retail.
Yeah.
Like $65, $70 retail.
Yeah. I just expect it.
Yeah,
Brands kind of like up-hiked the price now that shoes are going up.
that is true. I'm on my phone for like, it was the shortest period of time, and she immediately starts yelling at me for being on my phone. And then I got out of class. I went to the bathroom just to try to get in this queue system, but by the time I got to the bathroom, they were sold out.
That's so annoying.
And then there was a raffle system a few weeks ago, but I didn't win. So I'm going to Florida. I might end up in Miami. If I end up in Miami, I'm going to Flight Club, and that's what I'm buying. That's the first thing I'm buying.
You don't have one at Flight Club?
Yeah, I have my Flight Club. I looked.
Alright. You got to.
A lot of people will go to Flight Club to buy like Dior Jordan 1s or like the Travises. Going to buy Lightning McQueen Crocs.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know you're different. Is if you're stepping away from what people would normally do.
Yeah. I remember I always got like my mom and stuff, they would like make such fun of me for like buying fancy shoes or whatever in like 8th and 9th grade. And I'm like,
Were you the same size you are now? Or like close to it?
I was close to it. I was about an 11 and a half. But when I was that age, I knew like my feet were still growing.
So you bought them bigger?
So I bought a size bigger. And
Yeah.
now,
They all fit.
yeah.
And you're, well, like 4 years older now and you still have them.
Yeah. So I'm thankful for that. Well, actually, I think my oldest shoe in this pile has got to be these ones,
The pink ones?
peach pink ones. I got them my sophomore year. Early sophomore year.
I remember like the first photo I saw of you on Instagram, like after I followed you, you like had the dirt bike and it was like in the intersection
Oh,
on
yeah.
the highway. Where's that dirt bike now? Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's in my shed.
Hell yeah.
I still ride it. Not as often as I'd like, but
What CC is it?
just a 125. Here, I'm moving that. It's bothering me that it's so close to the crumbs.
Okay.
You know what? I'll just clean up the crumbs. It's like bothering my OCD. I don't even have
That's
OCD.
why I piled it. I don't think I have OCD, but there's some things that have to be certain
Oh,
ways,
I think
or it's not correct.
I think when I was younger, sorry.
That's all good.
When I was younger,
Are you
just
going that
wipe it
way?
off. I'll vacuum later. No, I won't. When I was younger, I my knee. That's one thing I hate about this
You've
desk.
done
I
it
was hitting
like
my
4
knee.
times.
Yeah. It's like I even hit it like on this there's a little crossbar, like down here,
Oh, right there.
and I'll be turning at my desk and I'll just whack my knee on it.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
I hate it.
But I kick my computer. My computer is like on this. I built this like box thing, and my computer sits on top of it. I will get up and I will full on like drop kick. Well, it's not like drop kick, but like the force of a drop kick to the computer. I don't know how it still works. Well, actually, it barely works. I've had to rebuild my computer like 5 different times.
Huh.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I thought of selling it to get a Mac.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of hard to break a Mac.
That is true.
I mean, like I have my old Mac over here. Here, let's break it out. Oh, I also
How long have you had that?
paint shoes,
Well, that's sick.
but I kind
Is that
of
like a cartoon
Yeah, but it started chipping, so I tried taking off the paint, but it kind of doesn't work, so I gave up on them. I got this, 4th grade, so I could start like editing videos.
Bring it.
And
the Vans?
I'll show off the Vans too.
All right.
I got memories behind those, I guess. Kind of
Alright.
forgot they were over there.
I have a comment on that.
Okay, so feel how heavy this MacBook is.
Yes. This is what, like a 2013 Mac Pro?
Something like that.
MacBook Pro.
Versus this one, a new one.
This is an M1 Mac?
Yeah, an M1 chip. It's really nice.
I think Enrique has the exact same one.
Yeah.
Pro or Air?
Air.
Oh, he has a Pro. But it's
I think
they're really similar.
they are.
It's just like the difference in the cooler. Pro? No, you have a Pro.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, they're a lot
It
thinner.
is.
It's like, look at the difference. I'm glad. Have you seen the new one, like the 2021 Mac? I'm glad that they brought MagSafe back.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that they brought MagSafe into iPhones though. That's the coolest thing.
They did?
Yeah, on the 12 and 13, it's like it's the same thing as a
Oh, on
wireless
the back?
charger. Yeah. And then it's just magnets.
Yeah, I thought you meant like the thing where it's like on
No.
the side or whatever.
That would be so sick.
Like you could just like take your charger and you could just go like magnet.
You could just
to it.
throw it at it and then it would work.
That would be nice. Let's talk about the sticker.
I didn't know Primitive worked with Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I used
Is
to
that
have,
how Rael got the skateboard?
Yeah, I gave it to him when he first started wanting to skate. I got the sticker with it. And then Odd Future.
That's Tyler the Creator's brand.
Yeah. Underneath one of these. Oh, right here. I went to the Space Needle when I was younger, and I had another knee. I had a little model of it, and it was like solid steel, and it fell off my shelf, and it fell onto this, and it pierced into it. Didn't break the screen or anything, but there's like a good size hole right behind the sticker.
Oh, whoa.
And
What the heck?
yeah, you can't see it because
You covered it up.
covered it up. Also, I remember, Jay Balvin is like
Yeah.
this big name right now.
Yeah.
And he partnered with Nike and all that.
And McDonald's, the same
Yeah.
same time Travis did.
Yeah. Well, I have a sticker from him when he was with Guess, and this was like my freshman year.
That
Him
is
and Guess did a
crazy.
collab. Had no idea who the dude was.
He just bought it.
It came with a T-shirt that I bought.
Oh.
So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I like the colors. No idea who he is,
Just put it on
but
there.
I'll put it on. But now, like, everyone knows who he is. Adam
LZ?
LZ. I got that with the poster.
How long have you been watching LZ?
Honestly, I used to watch him back, like, freshman year, and then
I watched him
I just
during
kind of
the-
stopped.
I watched him during the BMX days.
Yeah.
When he still did BMX. Because, like, all the skateboarders that I would watch would talk about Adam LZ and, like, how he's a crazy BMX person.
Yeah.
And then I just started watching Adam LZ because of them. And then I watched him go from, like, BMX into cars. Like, I remember when he bought his BMW. And he was, like, still putting BMX bikes at the top on his rack. And it's really cool to see him going into, like, drift events and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a pro drifter now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's, like, full on. I follow him on Instagram. I don't really watch his videos anymore.
I don't really watch YouTube that much. But
I
if
watch
I'm-
YouTube all the time.
If I'm going
I'm
to
an
watch
issue.
YouTube, it's going to be, like, Donut Media.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Love
going to
them.
be...
Mo Power, baby.
Give her the beans. Or, Seaboys. Or...
Who are the top 5 YouTubers that you watch right now? I guess you're having an issue saying 3.
Yeah, but if I'm going to categorize 5, it's Seaboys TV, Donut Media. Who else? I watch Eric. His story fascinates me. Like, you know who Eric is?
No idea.
He went from 50 to a million subscribers in 1 year.
It's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
I don't know. It's crazy to me to think about how he did it. He, like, stranded himself on an island for 2 weeks at the end of last year because his goal was to hit a million subscribers by the end of the year. And while he was on the island, he hit 1 million. He like missed Christmas. It was like right before New Year's. It was crazy.
Bro.
And then
So just like a big PR stunt.
yeah,
I'll do it.
I mean, I'd do it too. I've thought about doing different things because my goal is 1K by the end of the year, but we're gonna have to pull something for that. What was that noise in my
I don't
body
know
just
either.
made?
I heard that. I thought it was like your snot draining or something like
No.
that. I hate that.
I hate stuffy noses. I hate being sick.
Well, I hate people like they go. Like I gag. I gag thinking about it.
Yeah, same.
Ow.
Like, you can feel it like hit the back of your throat. It's like,
Or I hear other people doing it, and I start to gag.
yeah, it's nasty.
Hate
It's
it.
like one of those sounds that you hear, and you can feel it.
Yeah. Or it's like
It's like those photos that you can feel the pain of.
oh, yeah. Or like you have people like hate the word moist or something like that.
Oh.
Or they hate like the like lip smacking or whatever. Like one thing I cannot stand.
Gum smacking. That's for me.
No,
Is
is
it for you?
when like 3D pictures and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
When people scratch that.
Oh.
I cannot handle that.
Like that sound.
that sound.
I can't handle the sound of like a fork scraping on a glass plate.
Well, I mean, I get like disturbed or whatever, but
It's,
it's not like blood curdling. That's
Okay.
like
Yeah. It just really annoys me.
yeah, or like one thing like I hate like I'm a big texture dude, I guess.
But you hate the sound of like the typing thing?
No, I don't mind that. It's like what's the plastic? I don't have any of the plastic because I hate it. But it's like the weird like bumpy textured plastic
Oh, I think I know what you're
that's
talking
like
about.
common on like folders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hate that texture. I feel that and I just cringe. Like I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
And it's kind of like a more textured version of this.
Yeah,
you
I know what
mean?
you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
that. Oh, I remember when that box dropped. That fascinated me. I bought something from that drop. What did I buy from that drop?
Was it the?
I bought the track jacket from the drop. That was the same drop. I'm
From
pretty
this?
sure. I'm
No,
pretty
this isn't old. It can't be from the same.
How old is that? There was one that was like it.
A year and a half old.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the same
maybe.
drop. I
No.
bought it was during COVID when I bought the track jacket. Digital logo track jacket. SS.
Or when did this one come out?
I don't remember. There was one from around the same time. It might have been like a year before. It'll show on StockX. It'll show the SS. Or
Probably right.
fall winter. Oh, it's SS8. SS18. I bought the jacket SS20. There was one around the same time though. There was an Illusion box that dropped.
Right, man. I was gonna
Dropped around this. I swear there was an Illusion box that dropped around the same
Show
time.
the camera. Got this. Oh my gosh.
We can go to the Instagram.
Wants to focus. All right.
We can tap the screen.
But look, there's like a mirror on top, and there's you guys. But so you think like, oh, there's a mirror on top of this thing, right? That makes it look like that. But when you open it,
The mirror stays.
oh, there's no mirror, and it's like at an angle. So then, how the heck is that? I can't figure it out to this day, honestly. But
We're only back like a year.
dude, they post so much stuff though.
I know. We're not even back a year. We're only in March.
But I don't know. This is one of my cool things. I like getting like little trinkets. Like
Yeah.
I have the toothpaste.
Oh, you have the toothpaste?
Yeah, and the cough drops and stuff. Like I wanted to get the Skittles.
I wanted the hex
Yesterday.
bugs. They
Dude,
dropped
that's
hex
fun.
bugs.
Yeah. I wanted to get the Skittles yesterday, but I wasn't about to pay $25 for shipping for Skittles.
I thought about buying one.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna have a little. We're gonna have a little dinner break.
Quick intermission. All right, what's your story behind these shoes?
There's my first shoes I used for skateboarding.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
You skate goofy? Or,
I do skate goofy. That's why this one's a little more worn down than this one.
and that was normal?
Yeah.
That's what mine are like, don't worry.
I mean, like, you look inside. My heels are falling apart.
How many tricks do you know? Do you know? Can you count them off the top of your head?
Yes, ollie. And, like, right here. That's the only trick I know.
Wow.
It's the only one I've been able to accomplish was an ollie.
Nice.
I couldn't even do a movement. Like, I tried my hardest for, like, a year and a half, and that's all I could do was, like, an ollie.
It took me like 2. It took me like 2 years to be able to do it. And I'm still not good at that movement. Like, I'm still, like, terrible at skateboarding. The battery's dead again, but we have another
Oh,
one.
my.
We'll change it real quick.
Actually, here's my first skateboard.
That's your first skateboard?
This is my first skateboard. I keep it down here
That's pretty
as a memory. Braille. I like Braille a
Braille?
lot.
Yeah.
That's
They're-
about, like, yeah, I could think off the top of my head.
I like their skate everything series where they just
Oh,
skate
yeah.
random things.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. How they turn like a door or something like into a skateboard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
trash.
Crazy to me.
That's my other pile of clothes, by the way. Yeah. This is when at the high school, they have, like, this little thing that's, like, at an angle, and I sat on top of my board, and I just slid down it. Didn't realize that it was just going to destroy the bottom of my
graphic.
board, really. So I was kind of disappointed. But, whatever. And I would also do my tail drags.
Is that how you would stop? You would
Yeah.
stop? Yeah.
You know, everyone starts somewhere. I didn't know
Yeah.
better. I would also... I used to carry my longboard
By the truck?
by the trucks. I'd
You'd
ball
ball
grab
grab?
it, and then I'm like, oh, that's not how I'm supposed to. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll carry it normally.
I'm glad you carry it that way though, with the grip out. Because also if you
Oh,
carry it
yeah.
with the grip
No
in,
rip
it
on
tears
you.
out. Yeah.
Or like I'll even like sometimes I'll like go like this, and my fingers would get so raw.
Yeah.
The grip tape.
What's it called? Grip thumb. That's what it's called.
Yeah. It was fun. I don't skate anymore. I'm actually like kind of terrified. I whacked my head pretty hard. I fell off of a ramp.
Ooh.
And I fell back, no helmet, and I whacked my head super hard. And I've been scared to do like big tricks
Anything since. Yeah.
Terrifying. So I got State Farm for my health insurance.
Yeah, makes sense.
Um,
Sponsored by State Farm.
yeah, I got 2 stickers. I got Tesoro. It's because I just have a bunch of Tesoro stickers.
Where'd you get a Tesoro sticker?
Well, my uncle works for Tesoro.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
Another Adam LZ. Another Rick and Morty primitive. And,
Was that an almost deck?
yeah, it is.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's almost cool.
Almost.
Is what it's meant to be. I bought it as a pre-built, too.
I mean, we all start somewhere.
Yeah. And then my little Supreme alien sticker. The worst thing is that I bought wheels. They're over there on that, like, Galaga machine. Never used.
You've never used the Galaga machine?
Oh, no, the wheels
with
on
the
it.
wheels?
They're, like, super soft because of how rough it is here. I was going to put them on my newest skateboard.
Oh, they have shake jump bearings.
Yeah. I mean, they're
They're actually pretty nice.
Yeah. They're brand new bearings, brand new wheels, never used. They're super squishy, super soft.
They are soft. I skate rigged at clouds, which are like, it's a soft wheel like this.
Yeah.
Because my focus isn't tricks, but I don't like long boards. Like, I like the shape and size of normal skateboards, but I don't always do tricks. Like, I'll pop some ollies. I'll do some shows, a kickflip every once in a while,
Yeah.
a heel flip to mess around,
Yeah.
Couple-
I can't do that.
couple backside 180s here and there. I can't frontside 180. Everyone says they have troubles with backside 180s. That's the first trick I ever learned on a skateboard. I learned how to backside 180 before I learned how to ollie. Yeah, I guess I'm just special. I don't know.
Well, that's like one thing. Is like people are like, oh, it's so hard to kickflip, and then other people are like, no, it's so hard to heel flip.
I can't
stuff
heel
like
flip
that.
for the life of me. Like, I can get it around and I can land it with my front foot.
Yeah.
I cannot land a heel flip for the life of me.
I can't land anything for the life of me. I could do a standing ollie, and that's the extent of my skateboard tricks.
I mean, that's better than a lot of people. A lot of people are even scared to, like, touch a skateboard.
Oh yeah.
Skateboarding fascinates me. That's something I've never really talked about on the podcast. Or, like, my old videos were a lot of skateboarding videos. Like,
Yeah.
and, like, skateboards and trampoline. That's what they used to be. And then I would call them vlogs or webisodes. They're completely off of YouTube now. But I would make webisodes. It was, like, it was supposed to
Who
be
did
mean,
was
like...
that Tanner Fox?
Tanner Fox would do that, too.
Yeah.
But it would essentially just be, like, a day in the life. Like, what you would do in a day.
Yeah.
And I was like 9 when I was filming them. So it was like, you wake up, you eat, you go and hang out with your friends, and then you come home.
Yeah.
It was like my summer.
That's what you do when you're a 9-year-old.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I'd go on a skateboard. I'd go to the trampoline. I broke my wrist. You know Reagan Graves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with Reagan. He broke my wrist when I was in 4th grade. He's like my childhood best friend.
Yeah.
I became friends with him in kindergarten. We rode bus 25 together. Did you ride bus 25?
No idea. Probably.
Were you on the bus that counted to 100,000?
No. I don't remember. That was so long ago for me.
I don't know. Those are like memorable things
You
for
got-
me.
I remember one time on the bus that I just remember listening to Some Nights by Fun. Always. I would always have my earbuds in on my iPod.
Were you the kid with the iPod shuffle?
No, I didn't have an iPod Shuffle.
There's a kid with an iPod shuffle.
No, I just had an iPod. It's a regular old iPod
Very nice.
from 2014
Respect it.
or 2013, I think. It's engraved on the back the year that I got it.
Like the iPod Touch. It was essentially like a phone, but it was an iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know that there's multiple iPods till I got to like 6th grade. And I was
You
like,
thought it was
whoa.
just iPod?
I thought it was just iPod. And that was it. Just that.
iPods have been a thing since like 2004. And it's
Yeah.
crazy to me to think about that. Like iPods are older than I am.
I'm older than iPods.
Yeah.
I'm older than an
Crazy.
iPhone.
Okay, I'm older than an iPhone too, but not by much. Only by a few years.
No. When was an iPhone made?
Like what? Like
When was the first iPhone made?
The iPhone was invented in 2007.
I was born in 2006. Like the end of 2006.
I thought iPhone was made in like 05.
No.
No, when was iPod? iPods came after.
iPods were like 2004.
When was the iPod created?
I found some web results.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
send them to Max.
Dude, she is like one of the most unhelpful people ever, honestly. Like, she's either super helpful or a complete idiot.
Google Home is bad.
Bad.
I have a Google Home, and it's just a speaker. That's all it does.
That's what I use this for.
Yeah, I'll ask it to spell me something, for the time, and for music. That's the 3 things I use my Google Home for. I spent like $120 on it in 6th grade because I just wanted one.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool.
Yeah.
Or used to. I used to, oh, what was it? I was thinking of something, but I completely forgot.
You used to.
I used to. Oh, one thing that really, like, tripped me out is, you know, like, the spy gear things that they would have?
Yeah.
They had spy gear at Walmart, and they had one where it was a watch, and it was a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I know what
And
you're talking about.
Now, I'm thinking, like, it's
People do that
legit
now.
now. It's
Yeah.
legit. Like, I have one, and I can call, I can text, I can look things up or whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'm like, I don't know. It's
And it
just
connects
weird.
to like it connects to that, your phone, your Mac. You can connect it to your TV, I think. Can you connect your Apple Watch to your TV in a way?
No idea. I have no idea.
That's crazy. Everything is getting connected together. And
Oh, yeah.
It is so crazy.
It is. Like, the whole... It's the metaverse.
Exactly. The metaverse is crazy. Like,
is.
what his idea for it, insane.
I know. I bet you it's possible. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen.
I'll probably buy an Oculus just to experience it. Like, I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah. It's just kind of like...
Were we filming when we talked about that? That you bought that just because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purely because... It's because I said that I got the HTC, and I was like, oh,
You
I got the Oculus purely because of it was the same day or same week that he said about the metaverse. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta get it. I'm ripping a hole in my sweats currently.
How? What are you doing? How?
Well, on Thanksgiving, it got caught on a corner, so there was a small hole already. I'm just making it bigger.
Oh, makes sense.
Fidgeting.
Turn them into shorts.
Yeah,
That'll work out.
I could. Yeah. What else?
What's your favorite story from when we super fanned?
Favorite story? I mean, it's kind of like the same every time, honestly.
Yeah, it's the same every time until, like, I tore the sign off the wall.
I guess that was, like, really bad that you tore off the sign.
Yeah, I guess I, like, pissed off so high, like, badly.
Well, because I guess that sign was made back in the 80s. And it's like a history thing at their school.
No way.
Yeah, well, because my mom was like, oh no, they had that when I played volleyball. And my mom was born in 1980. And she was up here in high school and stuff. And I was like,
my God.
So, yeah, he might have made a mistake or two. Whoops.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Hey, it's all good. You didn't know. I didn't know until, like, you posted the video and someone else told me about it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like, I knew that I made them mad,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize it was, like, a piece of history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you genuinely turning them into shorts?
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? Yeah, let's get some scissors.
Cut off shorts. Arts and crafts with McCoy. We went to an arts and science school.
We did. Kaleidoscope. Hated that place.
I hated it too.
I remember
Miss Dahlman. She hated me.
She hated me too.
I'll get sent to the office for, like, looking wrong at the teacher.
Dude, that happened to me. I was in, we were taking a test, and after the test, I was looking at myself in a mirror in first grade. Because, I just made funny faces in a mirror in first grade.
What first grader didn't?
Yeah, and, yeah. Oh, you're getting my feet in there. You better cut it off at my feet.
Okay. We'll crop it out.
And now the whole world knows that I don't have socks on. And, so I got a what's it called? A reflection sheet.
Oh, I got so many of those. I got so many reflection sheets. Like, it was, like, 2 or 3 every week.
Okay, I didn't get that many. No, I got 2 reflection sheets. I was a goody two-shoes in elementary school.
I just didn't care. Like, a lot of them were, like, my 4th and 5th grade year when I started making videos, and I would get, like, reflection sheets for, like, saying something to my GoPro.
Bruh.
Like, I would say something, and then the teacher would get mad at me because, like, I guess it wasn't age appropriate. But I was just following what all the YouTube... Okay, the camera died back when I was filming this. But I really enjoyed editing this and looking back at what me and McCoy did. If you guys made it to this point, thank you a lot. You watched, like, a 3-hour-long podcast of me and McCoy just talking about life. I appreciate that. I'll see you guys in the next podcast next week. If you guys are new to this channel and somehow haven't seen my main channel, go check out my main channel because it's super sick.